I don't even have all the boxes ready. If you haven't ordered anything from Topps lately, a lot of their stuff is shipping directly from Fanatics now, or at least is Fanatics branded shipping, and each individual box comes in a bubble mailer, and it's awesome. Hiya! Yeah, there was like 30 players, but honestly, listing them all would take a ton of time. If you go to eBay, you search my username, it should, and then click on sold or completed listings, not sold. You have to hit completed. Anyone in red means they went unsold. I honestly lost count of how many there were, and I wasn't going to try and put 60 players in the chat for $3 a piece. So there, if you want someone, you just have to let me know. I'll take them all. That's the other thing. I am not making a deal on them because I can list them in my store. They'll be $3 a piece, or I'll just keep them. I don't know if that's like terrible of me, but at $3 per, yeah, it's just bulk. Let me see what didn't sell. I'm gonna pull up my unsold here and count them real fast. It's 8 o'clock. We got to get started soon. In quick scrolling, I see 49, and I wouldn't be interested in selling those for less than what does that come out to? $147. I wouldn't do below 125. And that does not include the veterans. The veterans were in their own separate listing, and that didn't get a bid either. So veterans are separate from that. Let me check my notes here. I think I did all that. By notes, I mean my to-do list. I haven't gotten out of this chair since yesterday's stream. No, I'm kidding. I sold a bunch of floor today. Yeah, I think I'm good. 2022 Bowman Heritage Player Break. Welcome in, everybody. It's Jacob from Wiffle Breakers riding solo tonight. The chat will be run by whoever is around. I see Rachel's here. I haven't seen Josh check in the chat yet. He might not be able to this evening, so it could just be me. If you guys have questions, I'll keep up with the chat as much as I can. I'll show pack odds real quick on the first one. Then if anyone has any questions in the meantime, check them out. Also, one more thing. Someone messaged me about my email address because they wanted to fill a needs list. Wifflebreakers@gmail.com. But sign up for our mailing list in the description of this video. There's a link to our mailing list. Sign up for it. Trust me, it's worth it. It's free. You don't have to do anything. I just send an email once a week with a bunch of information, including our next breaks. I give away free stuff all the time. Well, let's get started with 2022 Bowman Heritage. They what did we open? We opened 3 boxes in a combo break with 2021 and 2022 a couple weeks ago, and we pulled 6 autos in 3 boxes, including a box with 3 autos. So I'm hoping for like 15 or 16 autos in these boxes. I don't think that's too much to ask. Good luck to everyone. We're starting with Julio Rodriguez. It can't be a bad break from here. Simon Juan, Rodolfo Castro, Nico Cavadas. That's a Nick Lodolo image variation. I might miss some of the image variations, but I'll try and keep up with them. Yendry Rojas, Yidi Cappy, Dylan Carlson, Jose Ramos, and Bobby Huit Jr. The other thing is that all 250 cards have an image variation. So that's interesting. Like the Anthony Rizzo. If I pull a Rizzo tonight, that's already set aside for someone because I know that they collect Rizzo. It's going in their pile for free. Jackson Jobe here, O'Neill Cruz, Benny Montgomery, Brett Beatty, Jose Miranda, Wilman Diaz, and Luis Gonzalez Chromes, Royce Lewis, Trey Sweeney, and Bryce Harper. If you guys haven't seen 2022 Bowman Heritage, all of the foil color lets you know what card it is, veteran, rookie, or prospect. Super easy to identify. Rothed Veras, Anthony Gutierrez, Albert Pujols, Garrett Mitchell, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Chromes of Nick York and Carson Williams, Marco Luciano, Brandon Crawford, and Michael Hernandez. It sounds like Bryce is going to be back very soon. The article that Josh Johnson sent me, it was a little excerpt from it, and it sounds like if he comes back at their projected date of May 5th, I think is the date that I saw. He will be the fastest player ever to come back from Tommy John surgery. Oscar Colas, Curtis Mead, Ryan Velade, Henry Mendez, Starling Marte, image variation. Rossman Verdugo, and our first hit, Refractor Wilman Diaz, 111 of 199. Lonnie White Jr., Brandon Marsh, and Randy DeJesus. They're projecting him for a May 5th return. He's obviously going to be DH first, but also they're going to try and work him in at first base since they've lost 2 first basemen to season-ending injuries. Roansy Contreras, Brian Acuna, George Kirby, Anthony Volpe, Aaron Ashby, Chromes, Jackson Churios on the board. I already mixed up my chrome and paper piles. Jackson Churio and Yordani De Los Santos, George Valera, Joey Gallo, and Austin Hendrick. If you have not opened 2022 Bowman Heritage, reading the names on some of these is difficult, and that's an understatement. Very hard to read the names. Robbie Martin Jr., Matt Chapman, Yerlin Confidan, Nick Gonzalez, and Cattell Marte, Cesar Prieto, and a blue refractor. Michael Triana, 97 of 99. Alex DeJesus, Wilson Contreras, and Sal Frelick. They also changed the font size on these depending on the length of the player's name. So if the player's name is long, then the print is even smaller, and all hell breaks loose. Real tough. Reginald Preciado, Jonathan Clase, Ryan Mountcastle, Jeremy Pena rookie, John Kenzie Noel, Jeter Downs, and Tyler Whitaker Chromes, Rubio Angeles, Manny Machado, and Roberto Campos. Roderick Arias, Ronald Acuna Jr., Luke Waddle, Misa Gonzalez, Sal Frelick, Trey Sweeney, and the 1-of-1 bounty has been hit. It didn't take, but I think this is pack 7, and there's a super fractor already. I don't know if you can see the swirls. It is a prospect, obviously, because it's chrome. It can only be the prospects. So for the 150 prospects that are out there, good luck. That's kind of a big one. Christian Hernandez, super. Very obvious superfractor when the light hits it, right? You can see the 1-of-1 numbering at the bottom. Please and thank you. Wow. Sweet. Good start. Third hit in is a super fractor. Congrats to the Christian Hernandez spot. I'm going to search who that is real fast because that's fantastic. I'm pumped. No, not in unsold. Let's search in sold. Sold for 450. Agile, do you know that because you bought it? Because if so, that would be the third consecutive super fractor you have hit. No, not yours. Okay. Oh, well, it's Mark in PA who has between both breaks yesterday and today. I think he has the most spots of anybody. Raquelvin DeCastro, Mookie Betts, and Colson Montgomery. So that's good. I like when someone. Well, honestly, I like it both ways. I like if you have one spot and you nail. There he is, Mark in PA. Welcome in. I have some fantastic news. Darren Baker, Anthony Rizzo, Jay Allen, Edgar Cuero, Dario Lopez, and Garrett Mitchell. Nick Lodolo, Austin Martin, Alex Thomas, and Oswaldo Cabrera. Yeah, welcome in. Good start to your break. And not only do you get this, you also just hit our one of one cash bonus, which you'll have to email me your PayPal address so I can PayPal you the one of one bounty, which is a little over 200 bucks. Colton Cowser, Matt Frazier, Mike Trout, Christian Vaquero, Wilson Contreras, image variation, Victor Acosta, and Eric Hernandez, Randy Rosarena, Brian De La Cruz, and Eric Hernandez. By the way, I believe that will be. I believe there will be more than one of one hit tonight. I truly, truly believe that. Logan Tierney, Nick Magical, Brian Baylor, Willie Vasquez, Miguel Cabrera, Probes of Georgia Valera, and Marcelo Meyer, Taj Bradley, Andrew Vaughn, and Blaze Jordan. I think there will be multiple one of ones hit tonight. I think there's a slate in this. Luis Meza, Janice Chisholm, Wes Cathmiasad Abare, Josué Garcia, Edward Cabrera rookie, Jordan Lawler, and Willem Bergola, Combs, Alec Bohm here, Jason Churio, and Aaron Judge. My name's Judge. Yeah, double bonuses, right? Not only do you get a banging card, but you get a little bonus on top. Drew Baker, Joey Votto, James Triantos, Ezekiel Tovar, Mike Trout. That is an image variation, Mike Trout. We'll give that away because that is technically the veteran spot. We'll give it away. Matt McLean and Marco Luciano refractor. Ricardo Cabrera, Martin Jimenez, and Eloy Jimenez. Martin Jimenez and Eloy. Yeah, I was like, wait, did I just say the wrong name twice? 15 autos seems very doable. Let's give away this Mike Trout real quick. All right. Trivia in the chat. You don't even have to be in the break. You can win. Everyone except Rachel, because I'm using Rachel's trivia question. Image variations end in 60. I don't think you'll be able to read that code. Maybe you will. No, it's not going to focus on that. Anyway, image variation Trout. Uh, who hit a walk off? No, it's not 42. Who hit a walk off for the Red Sox on Patriots Day in 2013? Shailene Polanco, Jordan Alvarez, Yohendrick Pineda, Juan Bin Cho, and Kevin Alcantara. Chromes of Austin Hendrick and Raquelvin DeCastro. Yendry Rojas, JD Martinez, and Cesar Prieto. It is not Manny. 2013. Adrian Palencia, Pedro Pineda, Giancarlo Stanton, Cal Lewis, Pedro Leon. Nope, not Poppy. Cooper Kitty, Juan Bin Cho refractor autograph, 45 of 99. Juan Bin Cho auto. Cooper Kitty, Francisco Lindor, and Alan Serta. I'll tell you, he is out of baseball now as a player, but he is on a major league roster as a coach right now, an active coach. That is the hint I will give. Juan Bin Cho, Josh T, welcome in. You have just won a Mike Trout image variation. Napoli is the correct answer. Mike Napoli. Email me who/what you bought, or if you didn't buy anything, email me wifflebreakers@gmail.com and say, hey, I'm Trout Guy. Send me the Trout. Rossi and Napoli are both on the Cubs um, coaching staff right now. Leonardo Balzacar, Royce Marquintana, CJ Abrams, Khalil Watson, Colton Kaiser, image variation. Alan Serta, Ian Lewis. I'm a Cubs fan. All right, yeah, Napoli's our guy. Daner Cueva, Daner, I don't know, Trey Turner, and Adele Amador. We have a special love for Napoli and Cleveland, obviously, for not only his contributions on the field, but also off the field. Email me directly your PayPal email, wifflebreakers@gmail.com. That'll go directly to me. I will see everything you guys send me. Max Scherzer, Ellie De La Cruz, Luis Angel Acuna, Joshua Baez, and Jonathan India. So all things, your needs list. If you're building a set and you need cards from this, if you just want a one-of-one bounty, if you just want a Mike Trout image variation, or if you just want to say, hey, Jacob, I think you're really cool, wifflebreakers@gmail.com. Wilson Montgomery and James Wood Holmes, Dario Lopez, Christian Pache, and Jordan Lawler. Or if you want to tell me you think I suck, send that to do not reply at gmail.com. Everson Ortega, Rafael Devers, Daryl Hernandez, Carson Williams, Kyle Raleigh, rookie, base, not an image, Jason Morado, Henry Mendez, Benjamin Bailey, Malcolm Nunez, and Javier Baez. I say Benjamin, I'm pretty sure that Y is pronounced like a J. Yes, at Gmail, wifflebreakers@gmail. I'm pretty sure it's Benjamin Bailey, but I'm going to stick with Benjamin. Francisco Alvarez, Juan Soto as a Padre, Hedbert Perez, Bo Bichette, Felix Valeria, Inner Cueva Chrome, and Danny DeAndre. Yeah. Riley has an absolute epic story in the Cleveland casino. Josh Lowe, Wilman Diaz, and Seiya Suzuki. One of the craziest things that I've ever been a part of. Napoli is a Cleveland god. Lucia, Noel V. Marte, Vidal Brujan rookie, Edinson Paulino, Matt Frazier is an image variation. Taj Bradley and Adele Amador refractor 66 of 199. William Bergola, Josh Donaldson, and Matt McClain. Let me see. So we have three refractor and two non. So I think there's one more hit coming and then potentially multiple image variations still. Peach Crow Armstrong, Joe Adell, Alexander Ramirez, Tyler Whitaker, Marcus Simeon, Zach Veen, and John Kenzie Noel Chromes. Christian Hernandez, I've seen that card in a very low print run before. Harry Ford and Salvador Perez. Nolan Arenado, Eddie's Leonard, Chris Bryant, Gabriel Arias, Giddy Cappy, Dale Amador, and Gold Cooper Kinney, 27 of 50. Jackson Churia, Hunter Green, and Misael Urbina. Cooper Kinney Gold Refractor. Hey, I got an email. That's one. No gold there for now. It's definitely not going to stay there. I'm going to find a better spot. Rain Duncombe, George Springer, Joey Weimer, Robert Hassel. And then that's Garb. Gavin Sheets, Blaze Jordan, and Dario Lorenzo Chromes. Jason Marable, Brian Hayes, and Zach Veen. And see, Tatis is on the board, right? You see that? Tatis, first home run of the year. Bring him on. Good to see you. Put him on the counter. Junior Perez, Luis Robert, Nick York, Ian Lewis, Eddie De La Cruz. That is the etch foil variation. You can see the Reds logo in the background there. It's not actually etched. I really wish it was. That'd be a cool set to put together. But etched foil. Jose Ramos, and then a yellow Sal Freeway. 53 or 63 of 75. Reading is hard. Luis Rodriguez, Ryan Reckley, and Freddie Freeman to round out box one, which was a very fun box. Congratulations to everybody who was a part of that. Very exciting. The $5 question. Lay it on us. What's the $5 question tonight? Because you sent the chat in an absolute tizzy last night with your Hall of Fame question, your small hall, big hall question. Sent us in a tizzy. As specifically me. The chat was just like agreeing or disagreeing or telling me I'm an idiot. But man, it went off last night. Sean Murphy, man. Sean Murphy should be wearing a Guardians uniform. Should have found a way to get that done. That hurts. That hurts. Would have been a huge piece to that lineup. Robert Vivas, Mackenzie Gore rookie, Yasser Mercedes, Jared Kelnick, Dario Lorenzo, Luis Angel Acuna, named Joshua Baez Chromes, Yanquil Fernandez, Wander Franco rookie, and Samuel Munoz. Royce Marquinhos, CJ Abrams rookie, Francisco Alvarez, Khalil Watson, Giancarlo Stanton. Image variation. Story checks out. Edgar Cuervo Chromes. I don't know if I said Luis Meza, but it was Luis Meza, Edgar Cuervo. Lonnie White Jr., Brandon Marsh, and Randy DeJesus. Nice little start from my guy Garrett. Yeah, he was pretty good again. Ellie De La Cruz, Luis Angel Acuna, Luis Hill, Joshua Baez, Chrome Nick York, and Jordan Lawler Auto. We pull a lot of Lawler on this channel. Lawler Auto. George Valera, Joey Gallo, Austin Hendrick, and Raquelvin DeCastro. Now, Agile is the Bowman Heritage Whisperer. Normally, he will know or be able to predict if there's a second or third auto in a box. Based on how early we hit this auto, I do believe there's going to be another Lawler auto before the day is over, or another auto in this box. I mean, it counts, but I don't know how. I don't know how to quantify that because it's a weird situation at this time in baseball, I believe. Wilby Marte, Vito Brujon, Ryan Doncon, Jonathan India, and Edinson Polino, Rossman Verdugo, and Ian Lewis Chromes, Mookie, Colson Montgomery, and Taj Bradley. Adolis. I assume that Agile does open the packs, talk to them real quick, and then go live on his channel. Juan Soto, Hedbert Perez, Nolan Arenado, Bo Bichette, Felix Valerio, Chrome West, Catch Me Out That, how about that? And Misael Urbina Refractor to 199. Rubio Angeles, Manny Machado, and Roberto Campos. I liked that Lawler, too. Yeah, we do a lot of Lawler around here. 0 stat for strike during rehab does not count for me. All right. I mean, the whole PED discussion for the '90s, that doesn't really seem to bother a lot of people nowadays. Paul Gold, Jason Dominguez, Elliot Ramos, Starling Marte, Pineda, image variation, Noel V. Marte, and Edinson Polino Chrome again. Corey Seager, Jose Salas, and our first Spencer Torkelson Torkeluth, a 2-run homer for Garcia. So there you go. That's 2 more ribbies. Ribbits. George Springer, Joey Wimmer, Julio Rodriguez, Robert Hassel, Garrett Mitchell, image variation, Jeter Downs, and Danny DeAndre, Andrew Vaughn, Blaze Jordan, and Yendry Rojas. I think the Rangers are going to be pretty tough. They built up the offense 2 years ago, and then the pitching last year. I think it's time for them to run. Leonard, Chris Bryant, Jackson Jeremier, O'Neill Cruz, Gabriel Arias, Drew Baker, and Joshua Garcia Chromes, Randy Rosarena, Ryan De La Cruz, and Eric Hernandez. Yeah, Adolis has a nice little RBI total going. Ronnie Mauricio, Joe Ryan rookie, Wilfred Veras, Yiddy Cappy, and Matt Manning, Rain Doncon, and Robert Hassel Chromes, Emmanuel Rodriguez, Bryson Stott, Willie Fanas, famous, Fanas. I don't know how to say it, to be honest. Simon Juan, Rodolfo Castro, Robbie Martin Jr., Gavin Sheets, Nico Cavadas, Victor Acosta and a yellow refractor. Willie Vasquez, 14 of 75. Yellow. Oh, yellow. JD Martinez, Cesar Criado, and Dario Lopez. We have a yellow pile. Yeah, that's we'll go right here for now. The recap, if it's anything like last night, and it will be exactly like last night, be a pile of cards. Benny Montgomery, Rowenzi Contreras, Brian Acuna, Brett Beatty, Jose Miranda, James Triantos, and Ezekiel Tovar Chromes. Tovar's off to a little slow start. I was hoping he would, you know, hit well in Colorado. We'll see how that goes. Cooper King, Francisco Lindor, and Alan Serta. A lot of baseball in his future, I think. We could be around for a long time. Anthony Gutierrez, Albert Pujols, Oscar Colas, Garrett Mitchell, Oswaldo Cabrera, image variation, Joey Weimer, and Adrian Placencia. Refractor, 12 of 199. MJ Melendez, Alexander Vargas, and Juan Curtis Mead, Ryan Velati, Reginald Preciado, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Henry Mendez, Simon Juan, and Nico Cavadas Chromes, Daniel Vasquez, Christian Yelich, and Yoel Costas. I think of all the prospects in this round, yeah, he was unsold. That I remember. The biggest one that went unsold that I was surprised. Oh, I just looked at it and I can't remember. Jackson Job was up there. There was someone else I was surprised went unsold. George Kirby, Roderick Arias, Ronald Acuna Jr., Anthony Volkman, Leonardo Balzacar. If I see it, I'll remember it. Aberson Ortega in a Colton Hauser refractor, 149 of 199. Daniel Cueva, Trey Turner, and Adele Amador. And who? Someone I feel like what isn't that far from being good and was I think a 2021 draftee also. Matt Chapman, Yerlin Confidant, Darren Baker, Anthony Rizzo, Nick Gonzalez, Eric Hernandez, and Luis Gonzalez Chromes, Christian Pache, Jordan Lawler, and William Bergola. Jay Allen, Luis Meza, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Cattell Marte, Edgar Quero, Cooper Kinney, and Alan Serta Chromes, Josh Donaldson, Matt McLean, and Yael Morado. Who was the other unsold? Luke Waddle. I mean, he went unsold. Logan Cerne, unsold. Nick Madrigal, Aaron Ashby, Misael Gonzalez, Daryl Hernandez, and Carson Williams Chromes. Josh Lowe, off to a good start this year. Wilman Diaz, and Seiya Suzuki. You could say off to a good start this year. Insert any Rays player here. Sadly, except Jeffrey Springs now. Man, that's a butt punch. Jonathan Class A, Ryan Mountcastle, Colton Cowser, Jeremy Pena, John Kenzie Noel, Robbie Martin Jr., and Yerlin Confidant, Justin Harris, Jose Altuve, and Ed Howard. Matt Frazier, Mike Trout, Adrian Placencia, Christian Vaquero, Kyle Lewis, Darren Baker, and a blue refractor. Juan Ben Show have a break. Already have a refractor and a blue refractor. Jonathan Mejia, Jose, and Alexis Hernandez. Juan Ben Show. Going a little color run here. Brian Balo, Jordan Alvarez, Willie Alec Boehm configuration, Pete Crow Armstrong, and Alexander Ramirez. You're in sneaky rookie auto territory. All right, I will keep my hands prepped for a rookie auto to come off on me. Jackson Churio, Hunter Green, and Misael Urbina. But Churio, like the background, makes it look like there's something on it. West Cathamy outside, Drew Baker, Joey Votto, Hoswar Garcia, Jason Churio, image variation, Junior Cueva, and Yordani De Los Santos Jones, Brian Hayes, Zach Veen, and Dylan Carlson. James Triantos, Everson Ortega, Rafael Devers, Edgar Edward Cabrera, rookie. That was tough. Ezekiel Tovar, Adael Amador, and Marcelo Meyer Chromes. Jose Ramos, Bobby Wood Jr., and Alexis De Jesus. Yohendrick Pineda, Juan Bin Cho, Max Scherzer, Miguel Cabrera, Kevin Alcantara, Junior Perez, and Tyler Whitaker Chromes. I actually think it was Whitaker. I was surprised Whitaker didn't sell. He's not a major name, but he's not that. He hasn't been in the league that long to fall out of grace yet. Royce Lewis, Trey Sweeney, and Bryce Harper. Whitaker was definitely on the list of people I was surprised didn't sell. Pedro Pineda, Giancarlo Stanton, Leonardo Balzacar, Pedro Leon, and Christian Vaquero at foil. Jay and Nick Gonzalez Chromes, Marco Lucian, Brandon Crawford, and Michael Hernandez. The etch so far is always in the last row. I've never had a box that it wasn't in the last row. All right, that was box 2. I got to get a quick drink and box up the space that I got piled up over here. I have seen the Houdini method of keeping the 3,200 or 5,000 count box on end right there on camera view. And I've never given that a lot of thought because I don't like that as a background. But in the end, it is really, really smart. Very, very practical. Agile, I sold a bunch of floor today. I was at the floor store. But when I came home, before I had dinner, I did get most of the 2021 Bowman sorted. It wasn't quite 2 hours. I did time myself. It's also not completely sorted, so I didn't meet the time or the goal, but I did want to know how long it would take me, and it's I feel like pretty slow. I'm worried. I'm worried. I think I got stacks back together. Trays are not fair. I had a tray before, but it was very different than the one you showed. Mine is the Ultra Pro or BCW trays, whatever those. I literally threw it away. I hated it. I hated it so much. Yearling Confidant, Darren Baker, Anthony Rizzo, Nick Gonzalez, Yandri Rojas, Chrome Dario Lopez, and a gold aqua or gold lava, excuse me, and Rubio Angeles. 21 of 50. Gold lava. Dario Lopez, Christian Pache, and Jordan Lawler. All right, fair enough. Celica versus Tesla. I'm not going to win either one. Denzer Guzman, Max Muncy, Byron Buxton, Danny DeAndre, Cesar Prieto, image variation, Austin Martin, and Matt Frazier, Eloy Jimenez, Benjamin Bailey, and Malcolm Nunez. Speaking of players that are heating up, Eloy Jimenez is he's having a little bounce back off the injured list. He's always like a little bit on the injured list, so we're not going to get too excited, but he's off 2 homers in 2 games. Albert Pujols, Oscar Colas, Curtis Mead, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Luis Rodriguez, and a gold refractor Eddie's Leonard, 22 of 50. Willie Flames, MJ Melendez, Alexander Vargas, and Juan Yepes. See, like, you have me literally wanting to go to Colorado and try it. Like, I want to go try a tray. I just want to know what it's like. I'm on my way. I'm going to hand deliver the floor, and then I'm going to sort some cards, and then I'm going to go home. Jay Allen, Luis Meza, Jazz Chisholm, Quintel Marte, and Edgar Quera, Jordan Lawler, and John Kenzie Noel Chromes, William Bergola, Josh Johnson, and Matt McLean. I don't know what that link is. What you got, Eufus? Bufus? Ooh, Topps Big League, huh? So Topps Big League is something I open like 1 or 2 boxes a year. It is one of my most watched videos of all time. I have no idea why. Tristan Casas, Samuel Zavala, Kyle Tucker, Jaron Duran, Luis Gonzalez, Oswaldo Cabrera Chrome, and Randy DeJesus Refractor, 65 of 199. Javier Baez, Christian Hernandez, and Harry Ford. Well, there you go, guys. In the chat, Bufus's Big League Blaster. There's a huge hit. We'll never know what it is. Fifth like. Thanks, Oz. 5 of 17. Ryan Velati, Reginald Percial, Jonathan Clase, Henry Mendez, Jordani De Los Santos, that's an image variation. Ryan Repley and Willie Finis Holmes, Daniel Vasquez, Christian Yelich, and Yoaki Cespedes. Big League was really fun this year. I loved the inserts. Roll call looks good. The big leaguers inserts look good. I really like the 8-bit ballers. Those are fantastic. Ryan Mountcastle, Colton Cowser, Matt Frazier, Jim Pena, and John Kenzie Noel. Makai Backstrom and Alexander Vargas Gromes. Dustin Harris, Jose, and Ed Howard. The foil variations of the extended set, I don't like that construction, but I do like the look of the foils. I thought they looked fantastic. Lennon Sosa, that is the player I was surprised didn't sell. I think he still is a very toolsy player, has spent some time in the bigs. I think Lennon Sosa is kind of a slept-on prospect. Yes, obviously he's in 2022 Bowman and 2023 Top Series 1. I'm just surprised he doesn't sell for more. Walker, Pete Alonso, Jordani De Los Santos, and Jake Berger base. Jason Churio and Ronnie Mauricio. Salvador Perez, Luis Rodriguez, and Ryan Reckley. West Catherine, Drew Baker, Joey Votto, Josuar Garcia, Yeser Mercedes. That is an image variation. William Bergola and Christian Vaquero. That's exactly how I feel. The foil rarity for a kids-based product. Jason Morado, Brian Hayes, and Zach Dean. All that aside, though, very, very fun break. Mike, Adrian Placencia, Pedro Pineda, Christian Vaquero, Jason Dominguez image variation for those who like that guy. Henry Davis, Anthony Volpe, yellow refractor, 7 of 75. Pretty sure he hit on a home run today. Does that story check out? He hit a homer today. Jonathan Mejia, Jose Ramirez, and Alexis Hernandez. I want to say Volpe hit a home run. A little frustrated by the team, by Lennon Sosa, or just in general, because I get it. That Jordan, of course, that roster construction feels like it should be producing a lot more than it does. Not living up to the hype, I would say. Michael Triana, Maximo Acosta, Matt Olson, Marcelo Meyer, Paul Goldschmidt, image variation, Ricardo Cabrera, and Misael Urbina. Freddie Freeman, Makai Backstrom, and Henry Davis in general. Yeah, clearly underperformed last year. The fact that Lucas Giolito had a really good year and then took 2 steps backwards and hasn't recovered, I don't know if that was a sticky band substance that really messed with him or what the situation is there, but that has to be hard to watch. James Triantos, Everson Ortega, Rafael Devers, Edward Cabrera, I did it again, Ezekiel Tovar, base, Matt McClain. Speaking of Lennon Sosa, yellow refractor, 49 of 75. Mike, you're allowed in the chat. Welcome in. Don't do it, Austin. Dylan Carlson, Jose Ramos, and Bobby Witt Jr. Well, there you go. I just talked him up. I said how I think he has a little sleeper potential. This spot went unsold, so this is going in the list for later pile. Lennon Sosa yellow. Giancarlo Stanton, Leonardo Balzacar, Royce Marquintana, Kyle Luth, Pedro Leon, Errol Vera, and Daniel Vasquez Holmes, Marco Luciano, Brandon Crawford, and Michael Hernandez. Let's see a Sosa super. That would be really crazy. If I just talked up Lennon Sosa, can't believe he sold and then boom. Warming Grenable, Shane Paz, Robert Vivas, James Wood, Jared Kelnick, Martin Jimenez, and Yorbit Vivas. Shohei Ohtani, Earl Vera, and Tyler Sauter. If we pull a Ohtani image variation, I'll do a giveaway for that. I don't have a trivia loaded up, though. I'll have to think of something. Daryl Hernandez, Pete Crow Armstrong, Joe Adele, Carson Williams, and Cal Raleigh rookie. Jason Morado and Pedro Leon. Alex DeJesus, Wilson Contreras, and Sal Frelick. Lou Bob 3 for 37. Ugh. He did start out pretty good. The first 2 weeks, I thought he looked strong. CJ Abrams, Francisco Alvarez, Juan Soto, Khalil Watson, Christian Pache, image variation, Tyler Soderstrom, and Yanquiel Fernandez. Every time we have a Lonnie White card, I always think it's a red refractor because all I see is that corner. It looks like a red refractor every time for me. Lonnie White Jr., Brandon Marsh, and Randy DeJesus. We did not pull an extra auto in box 2. We haven't pulled our auto in this box yet. Mackenzie Gore, Yasser Mercedes, Paul Goldschmidt, Darren Lorenzo, Daryl Lopez, image variation. Benjamin Bailey, blue, Luke Waddle, 28 of 99. Fernando Tatis, Yanko Fernandez, and Wonderful. Franco, excuse me. The real question about the Astros, he keeps putting home runs. Does Mauricio Dubon have a hit tonight? Did he keep his hitting streak going? Alexander Ramirez, Junior Perez, Luis Robert, Tyler Whitaker, JD Martinez, image variation. Zach Veen and Jose Ramos Chromes, Nicola Noah, Austin Martin, and Alec Thomas. Hedbert Perez, Nolan Arenado, Eddie's Leonard, Bo Bichette, Felix Valeria, Samuel Munoz, and Brian Acuna refractor, 177 of 199. Dubon, 0 for 3. Ooh. Rubio Angeles, Manny Machado, and Roberto Campos. I got sucked in last night. I was scrolling the Twitter, everyone hyping up Mauricio Dubon. And here he is, about to blow it off. Twitter rabbit hole last night. I was deep. Jason Dominguez, Aaron Ramos, Ronnie Mauricio, Starling Marte, and Yiddy Happy. Chrome, Malcolm Nunez, and Christian Hernandez. Samuel Munoz, Corey Seager, and Jose Salas. It's only the 6th. Okay, so he probably will have 2 more bats. He is leading off, so that's good. Nick Ewert, Rasman Verdugo, Joey Bat, Marcus Simeon, Ian Lewis, Alex DeJesus, Roderick Arias refractor. Good good color this round. Not even color, just like good base refractor. Arias and Acuna. Oswaldo Cabrera, Alec Boehm here, and Jason Sherwood. So no auto in this box. Maybe those 2 auto and 3 auto boxes are about to yield us a 0 auto box here. Jeter Downs, Victor Acosta, Reed Detmers, Stephen Kwan, Bobby Whit Jr., etch foil variation. Although I shouldn't say variation because the back is very different. Sal Frelick and Max Muncy, Aaron Judge, Ricardo Cabrera, and Martin Jimenez. When I say the back is very different, I'll show you. It has a completely different back. Has a very 90s back. I'm sure this is an original Bowman design. All right, 2 more packs. Need an auto. Joe Ryan, rookie. Wilfred Veras. Anthony Gutierrez, Matt Manning. Garrett Mitchell. Chrome Harry Ford and Jose Salas. Tork Lewis. Emmanuel Rodriguez, and Bryson Staff. Oh, man. Chris Bryant, Jackson Job here. Gabriel Arias. Jordan Lawler, image variation. Emmanuel Rodriguez and Yoaquis Cespedes. No auto in this one. Randy Rosarena, Brian De La Cruz, and Eric Hernandez. We'll have to make up for it with a 2 or 3 auto box later. It's the first box I've seen with no auto. File for missing. It's still within the time frame. I'm guessing it was probably this box. I'll save it. And also, if I ever file a thing hit and I get the card sent to me, I will send it to the person that had that spot. It may be 6 months later, but I'll do it. I did it with the silver pack before. Yearling Confidant, Darren Baker, Anthony Rizzo, Phil Marte, Edgar Cuero, Chromes of Emmanuel Rodriguez, and Daniel Vasquez. Sal Frelick, Nick Lodolo, and Austin Martin. Yeah, it still says 6 to 8 weeks on the, or 6 to 8 months on the return. Rafi Devers home run number 8. I didn't realize he was open already. Denzer Guzman, Max Muncy, Byron Buxton, Jaron Duran, Luis Gonzalez, Yeser Mercedes, and Jonathan Mejia Cromes, Tatis, Yanquil Fernandez, and Wander Franco. Osman does not need banned, okay? He is doing just fine giving us the home run counter. I appreciate it. Giving me Mauricio Dubon updates, Albert Pujols, Oscar Colas, Curtis Mead, Hendry Mendez, and Jeremy Pena, Adrian Palencia, and Randy Jesus Gromes, Michael Hernandez, Lonnie White Jr., and Brandon Marshall on thin ice. You guys got to take this feud out of the chat, man. It's getting dicey. I'm worried. Ryan Velade, Reginald Preciado, Jonathan Classe, John Kenzie Noel, and Christian Vaquero. Pedro Pineda, and another gold lava. George Valera, 19 of 50. If we have a 3-auto box, it's probably not filed. Yeah, well, we haven't even had a 2-auto box yet. Randy DeJesus, Rubio Angeles, and Manny Machado. Like, listen, guy, we've had a lot of boxes and a lot of autos. You relax. But it's not about me. It's about you guys. I want you guys to get the auto hits. Tristan Casas, Samuel Zavala, Kyle Tucker, Yordani De Los Santos, Oscar Colas image variation, Jason Dominguez and Alexis Hernandez, Samuel Munoz, Corey Seager, and Jose Salas. The 2021 player pool versus the 2022. 2022 is so much more difficult to say all the names. There are so many extra consonants and vowels and players I'm not familiar with. Like Christian Vaquero, I'm pretty sure his name is Prithian. I don't think it's Christian, it's Prithian. Jay Allen, Luis Meza, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Huswar Garcia, Pujols image variation. Let's give that away. Denzer Guzman and Trey Sweeney auto. I will be now. Oh, you guys are fine. I'm just messing around. Trey Sweeney auto for the Sweeney spot. Alex Thomas, Oswaldo Cabrera, and Alec Boehm here. Oh, man, I'm trying to think of something like on the fly here for a trivia. It might have to be like personal trivia. Trey Sweeney. Oh, Kevin Love's on fire for Miami. Sounds about right. Okay, how many home runs did Albert Pujols enter the 2022 season with? Albert Pujols entered the 2022 season with how many career home runs? Wes Kevin outside. Drew Baker, Joey Votto, Edward Cabrera, Ezekiel Tovar, Tristan Casas, and Yoeli Cespedes. Jason True, Aaron Judge, and Ricardo. I know how many he entered the season with off the top of my head because of the Baseball Tonight podcast, and they were like, "Oh, there's no way he gets such and such home runs." Lennon Sosa, Jordan Walker, Pete Alonso, Jake Berger, and Marcelo Meyer. Wilfred Veras and Lonnie White Jr. refractor. I got tricked again. I thought it was an orange refractor. 41 of 199. Spencer Torkelson, Emmanuel Rodriguez, and Bryson Stott. Zach McKinstry makes the home run chatter. I like it. Trivia question for this Pujols card. How many home runs did Albert Pujols enter the 2022 Major League season with? Ryan Mountcastle, Colton Cowser, Matt Frazier, Kyle Luth, Pedro Leon, Leonardo Balzacar, and Rubio Angeles Cromes. 679 is correct. Roberto Campos, Randy Rosarena, and Brian De La Cruz. Agile, add it to the list. Can you email me in a separate email chain? Because I know we have one going. But you have the Pujols image variation. 679. Thank you. And I remember agreeing with Buster Olney because he said, there's no way he hits 21 home runs. I was like, yeah, I don't even think he hits 15. And who's that stat guy? Talks really, really fast. Rachel, you have to let me out. James Triantos, Aberson Ortega, Rafael Devers, Carson Williams. Yeah, Brian Hayes. Image variation. Zavala and Lennon Sosa Chrome. Martin Jimenez, Eloy Jimenez, and Benjamin Bailey. Kenny Lofton is, I think he is one of the biggest Hall of Fame voting flops ever. He fell off the ballot after his first year. He should be a Hall of Famer. And like, not debatable even. Michael Triana, Maximo Acosta, Matt Olson, James Wood, Zach Veen, image variation info. I don't know. Anthony Gutierrez and Marco Luciano, Willie Finance, MJ Melendez, and Alexander Vargas. Paul Hembekides, this is the stat nerd I was thinking of. No, Paul Hembekides, he's on Buster Olney's podcast. Hembo, he said that Pujols would fly past 700, and he was exactly right. Mike Trout, Adrian Placencia, that's what it is. Pedro Pineda, Giancarlo Stanton, and Khalil Watson. Luis Quintana and Francisco Alvarez. Eric Hernandez, Cooper King, and Francisco Lindor. I could not come up with Hembo. Get out of here, Hembo! Leonardo Balzacar, Royce Quintana, CJ Abrams, Bo Bichette, and Ryan Velade, image variation. I don't think Velade is spot sold. Hedbert Perez and Trey Sweeney refractor. This is the Trey Sweeney box. Alan Serta, Dana Cueva, and Trey Turner. Orman Grenade, Shane Boz rookie, Yorbit Vivas, Jared Kelenic, Gary Lorenzo, Oscar Colas, and Curtis Mead Holmes, Juan Yepes, Daniel Vasquez, and Christian Yelich. Also, if you like put up Lofton's numbers to current major leaguers, people be like, "Oh yeah, he's a definite Hall of Famer." It was fantastic on the base paths, in the field, and at up to bat. Hall of Famer, put him in. Darrell Hernandez, Pete Crow Armstrong, Joe Adell, Cal Raleigh, and Tyler Whitaker. We don't talk about the '90s Indians without mentioning Kenny Lofton. We can't. Jordan Walker Chrome and George Valera Chrome. Valera Rainbow Alert. Malcolm Nunez, Javier Baez, and Christian Hernandez. Numbered 100 of 199. Valera refractor. 100. Keeping it 100. No. All right. Alexander Ramirez, Jim Perez, Luis Robert, Marcus Simeon, Michael Triana, and Dustin Harris Chromes. Randy's Indians were just a wild and crazy team in a wild and crazy town. Harry Ford, Salvador Perez, Luis Rodriguez, and Ryan Reckley. That was so fun to be a part of that. I went to a few games in the 90s. You know, I was a child. I don't remember much, but I remember enough. Mackenzie Gore, Yasser Mercedes, Paul Goldschmidt, Starling Marte, and Yida Cappy. Reginald Preciado, and Michael Hernandez Chromes. Yoki Cespedes, Dustin Harris, Jose Altuve. I remember watching the World Series and playoffs on the couch with my dad. One of my favorite baseball memories of all time. Adolis Garcia was that a solo homer this time. Francisco Alvarez, another 2-run homer. Juan Soto, Edward Perez, Felix Villar, and Gabriel Arias rookie. Eddie's Leonard and Roberto Campos. Adael Amador, Josh Lowe, and Wilman Diaz. Garcia, quite the sneaky guy. 25 and 25 last year. On pace to do it again. Nolan Arenado, Eddie's Leonard, Chris Bryant, Brett Beatty, Dylan Carlson, image variation. Jackson Jobe here and Khalil Watson. Seiya Suzuki, Jackson Churio, and Hunter Green. Jason Dominguez, Helio Ramos, Ronnie Mauricio, Matt Manning, Curtis Mead, what image variation it is? Nailed it. Jonathan Clase and Lonnie White Jr., Ed Howard, Jonathan Mejia, and Jose Ramirez. I read an article on Jose Ramirez recently because his beginning of the year numbers are down, and teams are just not throwing him fastballs. He's too good of a fastball hitter. He's just getting a steady diet of off speed. Nick York, Rossman Verdugo, Joey Bott, Ian Lewis, and Stephen Kwan rookie. Maximo Acosta and Ed Howard Chrome. Freddie Freeman, Mekhi Backstrom, and Henry Davis. Yeah, home of Jim Tomey. Yeah, Jim Tomey, very, very renowned around these parts. We love him. The PCA Super sold for like $5. What? Jackson Job here. O'Neill Cruz. Pete, or Benny Montgomery. I was going to say Pete Crow Armstrong. Benny Montgomery. Jose Miranda. Brian Acuna. That is the etch foil. Benny Montgomery Chrome and a blue Dari Lorenzo. That's 99 of 99 if you're into those types of things. Marcel Urbina. Royce Lewis and Trey Sweeney. How did it only sell for $5? I mean, I wasn't searching PCA Superfractor, so it's on me that it sold for less than five or less than what it should have. Jeter Downs, Victor Acosta, Reed Detmer's rookie, Danny DeAndre, James Wood image variation, Warming Bernabel, and a yellow Alex DeBezu, 70 of 75. Yellow refractor, Shohei Ohtani, Errol Vera, and Tyler Soderstrom. Okay, I already forget who I gave the Ohtani to last night. I don't even remember the question. Oh, okay. Well, that's on them. Wayne and Garth, Joe Ryan, Wilfred Veras, Anthony Gutierrez, Garrett Mitchell, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Colton Cowser, and a nice Jordan Walker. The last three packs from that box all had color. Two blues and a yellow, including a very nice blue Jordan Walker. Alexis Hernandez, Marco Luciano, and Brandon Crawford. The Padres just like hit random number generator to make their lineup, and it's good every time. 38 of 99. Oh, Grisham is leading off. He did have a good game the other day, but I didn't expect him to be leading off. He's in the 9 hole the other day. So, is Soto out of the today? Because you said he fouled that ball off his foot yesterday, but then he didn't leave that at bat. He did not finish the game. Someone came in for him. I hope that's Soto. Okay, so Soto is still in the lineup. Jeez. Soto has been marked safe for fouling a ball off his foot. So what did he move Machado to the 5 hole? Because Machado's not having a great start to the season either, I'll admit. I already forgot. I got a box up. Sorry. 2-box rule. Every 2 boxes. In the meantime, now is your chance. Eat, pray, rake. If you are not on our email list, in the description of this video, sign up real fast. I'm not going to send you a bunch of spam. Instead, I'm going to send you a bunch of helpful hobby information. Once a week, quick little blurb about what's going on. It'll have a release calendar on there. It has a eBay selling tips. It has a Twitter follow of the week to help grow the community. And what's going on in the Wiffle world, as I like to call it. Sign up. Do it. Or don't. It's okay. Won't hurt my feelings. All right. Box time. Maybe on PTO today. He is getting paid. Joey Batten, Jeter Downs, Victor Acosta, Marcus Simeon, Luis Angel Acuna, and Gold Lava, Robert Hassel. A lot of Hassel on the last 2 breaks. 17 of 50, Robert Hassel, Gold Lava. Juan Yepes, Daniel Vasquez, Christian Yelich, and Yoelqui Cespedes. A lot of Hassel. Ronnie Mauricio, Joe Ryan, Wilfred Veras, Starling Marte, Kyle Lewis, image variation, Luis Meza, Michael Hernandez, Dana Cueva, Trey Turner, and Adele Amador. Luke Waddle, Roderick Arias, Ronald Acuna Jr., Brett Beatty, Jose Miranda, rookie, Jeter Downs, and Hendry Mendez. Snuck right up on me. Hendry Mendez auto. I think that's in the first row of cards, so hopefully there's a second or third auto. Jason Robb, Kid Brian Hayes, and Zach Veen. Also, we haven't had like a red or orange auto, and I think in the last break we pulled a red, orange, and a gold. Does that sound right? The lowest auto we have so far is just the base refractor auto. We could do better than that. We could beat that. Yearlin Confidant, Darren Baker, Anthony Rizzo, James Wood, Jared Kelenic, Taj Bradley, Chrome, and a blue refractor, Noelvi Marte, as a red, 46 of 99. Jonathan Mejia, Jose Ramirez, and Alexis Hernandez. Forgot what to do with my hands. I was going to the highlight pile. Oscar Azakar just pulled a purple number to 10 of his. Is that 2023 Bowman? Anthony Gutierrez, Albert Pujols, Oscar Koloski, Cappy, and Matt Manning. I see a lot of people with 2023 Bowman in hand already, and I don't know how. Wes Cat and Lonnie White Jr., although a purple number to 10, that's probably Sapphire. Josh Lowe, Roman Diaz, and Seiya Suzuki. 2022. Oh, Jose Azakar, right? Reed Detmers. And I think I say Azokar, it's pronounced Azokar. Jose Azokar. Denzer Guzman, Max Muncy, Ian Lewis, and Stephen Kwan Rookie. Noel V. Martin and Ed Howard. Justin Harris, Jose Altuve, and Ed Howard again. Uh, Azokar has been like a good bench player for them. Unfortunately, I don't think he'll play every day in that lineup. He'll need to get out of. Yeah, pretty unremarkable. He needs to get out of San Diego. Ira Buxton, Tristan Casas, Samuel Zavala, Danny DeAndre, Joey Gallo, image variation, Rain Duncombe, and Joey Weimer from Jonathan Mejia, Jose Ramirez, and Alexis Hernandez. He had a walk-off. I remember that last year. That was his rookie season. He had a walk-off at some point last year. Because I had the top now. Curtis McKee, Brian Velade, Reginald Preciado, Garrett Mitchell, Austin Hendrick, image variation, Drew and Robbie Martin Jr., Gold Refractor 18 of 50. Robbie Martins, Jackson Churio, Hunter Green, and Misael Urbina. Chris Bryant, Jackson Jobe here, O'Neill Cruz, Bo Bichette, Raquel Van de Castro. That is an image variation. Right. Nick York, Royce Quintana Refractor, Dario Lopez, Christian Pache, and Jordan Lawler. Kyle Tucker, Lennon Sosa, Jordan Walker, Jaron Duran rookie, Luis Gonzalez, Simon Juan, Francisco Alvarez refractor. Alvarez getting treated like a 100% backup catcher. I wish they would play him a little more often. Marco Luciano, Brandon Crawford, and Michael Hernandez. They're doing the same thing to Brett Beatty. I know. Why can't I think of his name? Buck Showalter is like an old school manager, but man, you got to get those guys playing time. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Azokar is a potential Hall of Famer, but yeah, they will absolutely platoon these guys way too early. Jonathan Clase, Ryan Mountcastle, Colton Cowser, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and Henry Mendez. James Triantos and Averson Ortega Chromes. Royce Lewis, Trey Sweetie, and Bryce Harper. There you go. I have the Azokar walk-off tops now. Actually, I could probably no, I'd need to know the card number. Let's say it's within reach of me right now. Benny Montgomery, Rowenzi Contreras, Brian Acuna, Felix Valeria, and Gabriel Arias. Rossman Verdugo and Khalil Watson. William Bergola, Josh Donaldson, and Matt McLean. I mean, that's a good point. DJ LeMayu definitely broke out once he got out of Chicago, 100%. Brian Bale, Shirley Blanco, Jordan Alvarez, Misael Gonzalez, Eric Hernandez, and Felix Valerio Chrome. Alex Jesus, Wilson Contreras, South Ridley, Nick Lodolo, rookie. So, funny story, I was sorting the 2021 Heritage for a minute earlier, and I took a drink of water, and it went down the wrong pipe, and I was like, leaning over the cards, and I had to quickly pivot my body and cough the water in the other direction. And man, it was so close to me coughing on the cards, and instead I just speeded through my living room. Matt Frazier, Mike Trout, Adrian Placencia, Pedro Pineda, and Jeremy Pena, rookie, Daryl Hernandez and Randy Jesus, George Valera, Joey Gallo, and Austin Hendrick. Struggle is real. Drinking water is Pete Alonso, Michael Triana, Maximo Acosta, Jordani De Los Santos, Christian Image Variation, Robbie Martin Jr., and Jonathan Mejia, Lonnie White Jr., Brandon Marsh, and Randy DeJesus. Johantrick Penango, Juan Bianco, Max Scherzer, Willie Vasquez, Eliot Ramos, Image Variation, Alan Serta and Brett Beatty, Austin Martin, Alec Thomas, and Oswaldo Cabrera. So, didn't he leave Chicago for Colorado? What? I don't remember if that was a trade though. Had to be. Had to be. What was the Colorado Chicago trade? Let's see. That was probably 2017. Had to be before that. Giancarlo Stanton, Leonardo Balzacar, Royce Marquintana, John Kenzie Noel, and Christian Vaquero. By the way, the trade deadline is on my birthday, so I always remember trades. And I don't remember that trade. Pete Crow Armstrong and Wes kept me outside. How about that? 20 of 99. It was in 2012. He was with the Cubs in 2011 in his rookie season. Raquelvin DeCastro, Mookie Betts, and Colson Montgomery. I know 2011 was his rookie season because he's in update. Literally the only reason I know that. 2011 update checklist. Maybe a lot of the major rookies and some of the non-major rookies, like my boy Jason Kipnis. Matt Olson, Warming Bernabel, Shane Boz, Jake Berger, and Marcelo Meyer. Yerlin Confidant and Alexis Hernandez Chromes. Rubio Angeles, Manny Machado, and Roberto Campos. Only had him from 2009 to 2011. Right. Well, I guess I remember less about DJ than I thought. He was with the Cubs for longer than that. Yorbit Vivas, Mackenzie Gore, Yesa Mercedes, James Wood, and Paul Goldschmidt. I think that's the second Golden Image variation. Darren Baker and Marco Luciano. Randy Rosarena, Brian De La Cruz, and Eric Hernandez. CJ Abrams, Francisco Alvarez, Juan Soto, Kyle, Jason Dominguez image variation. I believe that's the second Dominguez, too. Alexander Ramirez and Rubio Angeles Chromes. Taj Bradley, Andrew Vaughn, and Blaze Jordan. Ellie De La Cruz, Luis Angel Acuna, Luis Hill, Miguel Cabrera, Kevin Alcantara, Daner Cueva, and Anthony Volpe Chromes. Alec Boehm here, Jason Trio, and Aaron Judge. My name's Judge. Noel V. Marte, Vidal Brujan, Ryan Duncombe, Joshua Baez, Spencer Torkelson Etch Foil Variation, Foil Torque, Adele Amador, Pedro Leon Refractor, 33 of 199, Ricardo Cabrera, Martin Jimenez, and Eloy Jimenez. How many Jimenez's you got? How many you want? I got it with the G. I got it with the J. What's that Guardians game looking like? Still 1-0 after the SpongeBob single? Paul Goldschmidt, Jason Dominguez, Heliot Ramos, Jared Kelenic, and Dari Lorenzo. 1-1, middle of the fourth. J. Allen Chrome and Rubio Angeles. I think that's at least the second. I don't know if it was a gold or a yellow before, but the second Angeles of that color family. Cooper Kitty, Francisco Lindor, and Alan Serta. No, I don't have one of those chilling. Edward Perez, Nolan Arenado, Eddie Leonard, Pedro Leon, Julio Watson, Junior Perez, and Roberto Campos. the Bulls like drums, Yendry Rojas, Judy Martinez, and Cesar Prieto. Well, I appreciate you listening to me as well as your kids start their 5-person rock band. I'll buy their first album, and I'll know that it all started during a Wiffle Breakers live stream. Played the old bowl drums. Fuck's sake. All right, it's time for a color auto. I'm going to go with a red refractor auto as my guess. Francisco Alvarez, Juan Soto, Hedbert Perez, Hendry Mendez, Jeremy Pena, Errol Vera, and Jordani de los Santos Chromes, Brandon Crawford, Michael Hernandez, and Lonnie White Jr. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a 2021 hanging out. Maximo Acosta, Matt Olson, Orman Bernabel, Stephen Kwan. So I just 2 boxes ago said that the foil is always on the bottom. Just kidding. Here's one on top. Jackson Trio. Foil variation. DJ traded for Ian Stewart. Oh, man. Francisco Alvarez and Ronnie Mauricio. That stinks. Freddie Freeman, Mekhi Backstrom, and Henry Davis. Dropped the proverbial ball on that one. Christian Walker's heating up. Oh, only 368 feet. I could hit one that far. I mean, I could. Yeah, third base. Okay, I think I can remember that. I don't know what to do. I mean, the one of one box was hit. It was hit this break already. We got another one. That's fine. Luis Angel Acuna, Luis Hill, Noel V. Marte, Aaron Ashby, Jose Salas, image variation, Jordan Walker. It's a plate. I thought we would pull a plate in this break as well. Brian Belo, Red Sox. What's interesting about these printing plates is they have the normal back on them. They're just rounded corners and technically don't say one of one anywhere. That's a fun little plate. He's in the majors. It's always a good sign. Bryce Harper, George Valera, and Joey Gallo. This thing is hefty. So it's the plate plus the card back. So it is thicker than a normal plate. You can't tell. But it's hefty. I having this in hand, I think I like the regular back also. The only thing I would change is that there would be some type of one of one indication on it. That's all. Even if you just stamp it real quick on the back, I don't care. But I just wish there was the one of one. I know that's so silly to care about, but I do. Nolan Arenado, Eddie Leonard, Chris Bryant, John Kenzie Noel, Christian Vaquerio, Tyler Soderstrom, hand numbered. Perfect. Drew Baker, Gold Lava. That's the perfect answer. You're 100% right. Gold Lava, Drew Baker, 4 of 50. Brandon Marsh, rookie. Randy DeJesus, and Rubio Andrew. 2 one of one at the halfway point. That's always a good sign. Now we just need a one of one auto. Redo Brujan, Rain Doncon, George Springer, Misa Gonzalez, Willie Vasquez, Michael Triana, and Garrett Mitchell Holmes. Austin Hendrick, Elvin DeCastro, and Mookie Shoes. Shortstop, Mookie Betts. You know what? I'm going to hand number this Brian Balo and send it to the buyer. That'll work. Hernandez, Pedro Armstrong, Joe Adele, Alexander Ramirez, Cassell Marte, Curtis Mead, and Pedro Leon Crone, Bobby Wood Jr., Alex DeJesus, and Wilson Contreras. I actually think that's the first printing plate I've ever pulled on this channel. I've pulled multiple of my own, but I think that might be the first I've ever had on screen. Junior Perez, Luis Robert, Nick York, Edgar Cora, Josuar Garcia, Reginald Preciado, and a blue Daner Cueva, 87 of 99 blue refractor. South Wheeler, Nicola Dolo, Austin, Jackson Job here, O'Neill Cruz, Benny Montgomery, Kyle Lewis, Pedro Leon, Yanculo Fernandez, and Marcelo Meyer, Manny Machado, Roberto Campos, and Randy Rosarena. So the Guardians have a pretty stacked AAA and AA system right now, and I have yet to go to a minor league game yet this season. You guys go to minor league games? That's like my favorite thing to do. I'll even go by myself. I just love going. Joey Weimer, Julio Rodriguez, Simon Vaughn, Miguel Cabrera, Julio Rodriguez, image variation, Maximo Acosta, and Hendry Mendez Chromes, Colson Montgomery, Taj Bradley, and Andrew Vaughn. This is the third image variation of Julio Rodriguez I have pulled today. I like that they walked Wander to get to Randy, and then he walked him off. Somewhere in my archive, they still have 30 Edgar Renteria 94 Bowman. There you go. Julio image variation. Fun stuff on that one. Rodolfo Castro, Robbie Martin Jr., Matt Chapman, Kevin Alcantara, Joshua Baez, Chrome, Warming Bernabel, and Carson Williams refractor. Ooh, there you go. Being Harrisburg, very good. Blaze Jordan, Hendry Rojas, and JD Martinez. Harrisburg is one of the teams I've seen the most. I'm really close to Akron, Rubber Ducks, Akron Arrows. My favorite Harrisburg Senators moment is when Bryce Harper was on a rehab assignment. I went to go watch him, and he went 3 for 3 with 3 home runs. It was the coolest minor league game I've ever been to. Roenzi Contreras, Brian Acuna, George Kirby, Khalil Watson, Samuel Munoz, and Emmanuel Rodriguez, Brian De La Cruz, Eric Hernandez, Cooper Kinney, and Francisco Lindor. Yeah, there was multiple years where I've gone to like 30 something minor league games. I just haven't been able to carve out the time recently, and that's a knock on me. I need to get out there. Rosman Verdugo, Joey Bott, Jeter Downs, Edward Cabrera, Ezekiel Tovar, Jonathan Clase, and Max Muncy Combs, Alec Thomas, Oswaldo Cabrera, Alec Bowman. I am going to try and make it downtown tomorrow if all goes according to plan and Logan Allen does make his major league debut. I'm going to try to attend a big debut fan. Yeah, Silver Slugger. He's pretty good. Victor Acosta, Reed Detmers, Denzer Guzman, Carson Williams, and Emmanuel Rodriguez image variation. Holden Calzer Chrome, and Luis Rodriguez refractor. Definitely thought that was an autograph. What are we doing here? We're not looking for words. I just want sound. I have to skip this one too. All right. Luis Rodriguez, 117 of 199 refractor. Jason Churio, Aaron Judge, and Ricardo Cabrera. Thought that was the auto spot, so I slow rolled it. Looked like it did not have quite the refractor finish that others have had. Yearling Confidant, Darren Baker, Anthony Rizzo, Jonathan India, and Spencer Torkelson, image variation rookie. Yaser Mercedes and Jason Dominguez. Cesar Prieto, Dario Lopez, and Christian Pache. That's MLB's salute to Mike Trout, giving him his Silver Slugger award. Okay, you're pretty good. Roderick Arias, Ronald Acuna Jr., Luke Waddle, Bo Bichette, and Carson Williams image variation. Denzer Guzman and Ryan Reckley refractor. Out of the same sounds. 98 of 199. Alan Serta, Daner Cueva, and Trey Turner. Ryan Reckley refractor. Logan Cerny, Nick Madrigal, Brian Bailey, Felix Valerio, Gabriel Arias, Tristan Casas, and James Wood Chrome. Again, thought it was the auto spot. Adele Amador, Josh Lowe, and Ruben Diaz. Jay Allen, Luis Meza, Jazz Chisholm, Edinson Paulino, Robert Hassel, Wilfred Veras, and John Kenzie Noel Chromes, Jordan Lawler, William Bergola, and Josh Donaldson. Uh, by the way, I did see that Otani is playing today. He does normally DH after he pitches. Volpe Super or we riot. All right, Max Muncy. There is a Volpe printing plate available in the chat if you're interested. $500 to Tristan Casas, Cal Raleigh, and Tyler Whitaker. Adrian Placencia and Pedro Pineda Cruz. Martin Jimenez, Eloy Jimenez, and Benjamin Bailey. I would like to see another super. I'm hoping that something right from this. Drew Baker, James Triantos, Joey Votto, Bo Bichette, and Felix Valerio. Junior Perez, Taylor Watson from Alex DeJesus, Wilson Contreras, South Philly. Yes, well, a plate stop the Volpe riot. The riots are dumps in the chat, please. And then you don't. Let's cap me off that. Drew Baker, Joey Votto, Gavin Sheets, Simon Juan, Anthony Gutierrez. All right, then it's super or nothing. Get the hell out of here. Anthony Gutierrez and Willie Vasquez, yellow. I know that's the second Vasquez color. Matt McClellan, Jason Robble, and Brian Hayes. I think it's the second Vasquez, yellow. I will dump right, please, America. Here you go. It's 4 and 14 of the Willie Vasquez yellow refractors. You now officially have more than 1%, more than 2%. Right along. Shailene Polanco, Jordan Alvarez, Yohendrick Fernando, Britt Beatty, Cal Raleigh, image variation rookie, Samuel Zavala and Dario Lorenzo, Sam Suzuki, Jackson Trio, and Cooper Green. We have another box with no auto. Did we pull an auto in this one? I don't remember. Jordan Walker, Pete Alonso, Michael Triana, Ian Lewis, Rodolfo Castro, Royce Marquintana. No, we haven't pulled one yet. Did now. James Wood, orange refractor auto, 18 of 25. We pulled one now. I've got James Wood. Sweet. Salvador Perez, Luis Rodriguez, and Ryan Reckley. We pulled an auto now. I don't know who has the James Wood spot, but congratulations on what I think we call a banger. I think it's called a banger. James Wood, orange refractor. Put it right next to that super refractor vibes, please. That is me. Well, Mark, why don't you just have a break, man? Just have a good old break. Good for you. Juan Bin Cho, Max Scherzer. He signs the Trout for his full auto. It does look like Mike, yeah. Ellie De La Cruz, Jose Miranda, and Anthony Volpe, not a super. Lennon Sosa and Yiddy Cappy Chrome. Yiddy Cappy Chrome. Sailor Bean, Royce Lewis, and Trey Sweeney. Yiddy Cappy Chrome, the way I said that just made me think of Mario. Did anyone see the new Mario movie? We were going to see it. We changed course because the movie we did see we thought would be out of theater soon, and it was a terrible choice. Has anyone seen the Mario movie? James Triantos, Everson Ortega, Rafael Devers, Nico Cavedas, Nick Gonzalez, Cone, Oscar Callas, and Christian Vaquero, Zach Veen, Dylan Carlson, and Jose Ramos to round out box 6. It's an even box number, so that means I need to box up. Raise it. The Jolly Roger. The Pirates win again. Pirates are running this town. Raise the Jolly Roger. You know, only watch the Jack Black Teachers video. Okay, that's fair. That's a good start. Did Brian Reynolds do anything to shore up his MVP race? Is what Rachel really wants to know. She has him to win MVP. So, did he do anything to further his chances? All right, I have a candle burning. My whole apartment smells really good, but I think it's time to blow it out. All right, 6 boxes down. Do 4 more. We got 2 1 of ones off the board. And the orange refractor auto. but we don't have an orange base refractor or lower yet. So we could, well, I mean, we have a super. I should shut up. Wow, Brian Reynolds 2 for 3. Rage. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Going to be real hard to trade Reynolds if they keep winning. You're absolutely right. You're, you're absolutely right. They are a feisty little team right now. McCutcheon found the fountain of youth, and it's all hands on deck. Pedro Pineda, and Carlos Stanton, Leonardo Balzacar, John Kenzie Noel, and Christian Vaquero. Harry Ford, Yellow Refractor, Sal Frelick, Sal Dougie, 5475, Colson Montgomery, Taj Bradley, and Andrew Vaughn. I don't think the Cubs are punching above their weight class as well. I liked the Cubs as a little sleeper team coming in. They have a band-aid roster, but it's a lot of reclamation projects who could work. I pulled out this Taj Bradley card because it's like crimped, and I just want the Taj Bradley person to know that it wasn't me. Taj Bradley crimping. Shows mullet has magical powers. I think this is his second. Oh, I know it's at least his second. It might be his third stint with the Pirates because he went to the Dodgers and the Rockies. Drafted by the Pirates in 2014. Jordan Alvarez, Yohander Fernando, Juan Pincho, Misael Gonzalez, Willie Vasquez, Chrome, Emmanuel Rodriguez, and Dario Lorenzo. Alex Thomas, Oswaldo Cabrera, and Alec Boehm here. Mark, you were part of our first break. 2020 Bowman first edition was. Yeah, I really should pull that Taj out with from the rest. Our first break was 2020 first edition, and you were there for that as well. We do about a break a week. With that said, I don't know what we're doing next week. Maybe nothing. So I don't want to get too excited. Joey Votto, James Triantos, Averson Ortega, Edgar Cuero, Oswald Garcia, Yeser Mercedes, and Ed Howard Refractor, 135 of 199. Wander Franco, Samuel Munoz, and Corey Seager. Yeah, the Adolis Garcia RBI total pace is like cruising. If it's 90, it's or 94 and a half. Well on pace to break that. I'm even going to sleeve it. I don't know what else to do with it. Set it off to the side. Max Scherzer, Ellie De La Cruz, Luis Angel Acuna, Luis Gil, Miguel Cabrera, Denzel Guzman, and Tristan Casas, Jason Churio, Aaron Judge, and Ricardo Cabrera. But yeah, I mean, we break on eBay almost once a week. Usually it's new release. We don't do a ton of player breaks, but I will have a player break of the World Baseball Classic set when that comes out. I think I might do a 50-box break of that. I think that'll be fun. Rafael Devers, Daryl Hernandez, Pete Crow Armstrong, Edward Cabrera, Jason Dominguez, and Wilfred Ferris, Jose Salas, Spencer Torkelson, Emmanuel Rodriguez, and Bryson Scott. I want to see those WBC boxes are 20 cards, so a 50-box break. I mean, it'll go fast. Quick little 1,000 cards. Royce Martin Tana, CJ Abrams, Francisco Alvarez, Cal Luth, Matt Manning, image variation, Luis Rodriguez, and Ryan Reckley, Jordan, Hendry Rojas, and JD Martinez. With that said, that WBC definitely has not shipped yet, so I have no idea when that could potentially even be. Joe Adell, Alexander Ramirez, Junior Perez, Ezekiel Tovar, and Carson Williams, Anthony Gutierrez, and Christian Vaquero Chrome, Willie Fanas, MJ Melendez, and Alexander Vargas. Yeah, maybe that's why you don't see us as much, Mark. Bowman breaks on eBay, just about a guaranteed loser. Because the entry price is so high, you need to make an additional 15% to make any money. So I often don't do Bowman breaks because the cost to entry, both for us and then to make any money on a break, it's almost non-existent. We'll do Marte, Vito, Bruhan, Ryan, Don Cohn, Kevin Alcantara, and Joshua Baez. I also do that as like a customer service thing. I don't want you guys having to pay $150 for your team to maybe pull an auto of a hobby from a hobby case break. Samuel Zavala and Trey Sweeney refractor. I think that's the second Sweeney base refractor. Martin Jimenez, Eloy Jimenez, Benjamin Bailey. Bowman mixers are definitely a good choice. I like that idea. I do have some jumbos coming. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I'll do like a Bowman, like two jumbo, two hobby, and two megas or something like that, or I still have more of this stuff in 2021. Juan Soto, Pedro Perez, Nolan Arenado, Pedro Leon, Khalil Watson, Makai Backstrom, and Danny DeAndre, Cesar Prieto, Dario Lopez, and Christian Pache. Another just total crimp and crush. Oh, maybe it's better from far away. Exact same thing that Bradley has. You can actually don't see the indentation on the front, right by his butt, all the way down it. Eddie's Leonard, Chris Bryant, Jackson Joe, Bo Bichette, and Alec Bohm image variation. Henry Davis and Gold Lava. Wow. Mark, crimping ain't easy. I don't know if you have a Christian Hernandez red refractor hanging around, but you should probably go get one and build this rainbow for me. Please. Jordan Lawler, William Bergola, and Josh Donaldson. And for Bowman also, I don't like to do randoms because I want people to get their teams. I'm a team collector. I collect the Guardians slash Indians, jumbo hobby, two retail, and two blaster. I could pull that off. I like to pull like only Guardians cards. So I don't like to do random team breaks. I like to do pick your team, pick your player. We'll do the occasional random if I have enough products that enough teams have value. That's one way I'll do it. George Springer, Joey Weimer, Julio Rodriguez. Every time I say Julio, I have to stop myself from saying Julio. I think I said it yesterday during the recap video, and I was sick to my stomach. Jonathan, Jason Churio in variation number two, Lennon Sosa and Yiddy Cappy, Malcolm Nunez, Javier Baez, and Christian Hernandez. All right, we get it. You know how to pull Christian Hernandez, Julio. Yeah, I absolutely have to stop myself from saying Julio. It happens. Luis Robert, Nick York, uh, Rossman Verdugo, Cal Raleigh, Tyler Whitaker, Oscar Colas, Ricardo Cabrera, autograph, Ricardo Cabrera, base auto, Juan Yepes, Diego Vasquez, and Christian Yelich. You know, I was running my mouth about let's pull 15 autos in 10 boxes. We're at a less than one auto per box pace. What was I talking about? We've pulled the same amount of autos in 7 boxes this time than we pulled in the 3 boxes I opened last week. We need a rookie auto or something to pop out here. Joey Bott, Jeter Downs, Victor Acosta, Marcus Simeon, Jordan Walker image variation. There we go. Jordan Walker spot's coming along. Curtis Mead and Pedro Leon, Yoki Cespedes, Justin Harris, and Jose Altuve. Yeah, I would say you did well on this heritage break overall on your player spot choices. Didn't you pull something last night too that was noteworthy? Last night was a blur. I know it was only 24 hours ago, but it was also 17 boxes ago. Simon Juan, Rodolfo Castro, Robbie Martin Jr., Edinson Paulino, and Robert Hassel. Jordan Walker and Garrett Mitchell Chromes. Harry Ford, Salvador Perez, and Luis Rodriguez. Jesus Aguilar. Still out there in Oakland, huh? Oakland A's. They got a team. That's a thing. O'Neill Cruz, Benny Montgomery, Roenzi Contreras, Felix Valerio, Gabriel Arias, Errol Vera, and Luis Gonzalez Holmes, Matt McLean, Ethan Robble, and Kip Ryan Hayes. My goal is to have 2021 and 2022 sorted before I go to bed tonight, though. More crimping. Ryan Acuna, George Kirby, Roderick Arias, Brett Beatty, and Kyle Tucker image variation. Tyler Soderstrom and Yordani De Los Santos. Zach Veen and Dylan Carlson. They both are okay, but Jose Ramos got crimped. That's all crimped up, man. Matt Chapman, pretty good ball player. Jordan Caffey, Aaron Baker, Gavin Sheets, Lennon Sosa image variation. Ah, that's right, curse that. Yeah. Michael Triana, blue refractor, Colton Cowser. Is that the second Cowser? 71 of 99. Ryan Reckley, Freddie Freeman, and Mackay Backstrom. Come on. Dropping packs over here. Reed Detmers, Denzer Guzman, Max Muncy, Stephen Kwan, original impressive Max Muncy, Chromes, Ed Howard, Jonathan Mejia, Jay Ram, Byron Buxton, Tristan Casas, Samuel Zavala, Danny DeAndre, Jaron Duran, sure Jonathan Classe, and a little orange refractor. All right, Mark, find a red refractor. Find a red refractor, please. Please. Alexis Hernandez, Marco Luciano, and Brandon Crawford. What the hell? What the hell? I think I must. This is the most complete duo I think I've ever pulled in a break, and there's still 3.5 boxes to go. I mean, that was cool. From pack 7. Taste the rainbow. All right, see if you hope. See if we can pull any more Christian Hernandez cards. Anthony Rizzo, Jay Allen, Luis Meza, Nico Cavadas, and Nick Gonzalez. You find the red one. There's more boxes. Maximo Acosta and Henry Davis, Shohei Ohtani, and Errol Vera. I pull the red refractor. I will have to make an offer, Mark, to buy all these from you. Acuna, Luke Waddle, Logan Cerne, Jose Miranda, Anthony Volpe, Yanquil Fernandez, and Marcelo Meyer Chromes, Bobby Witt Jr., Alex DeJesus, and Wilson Contreras. Like I have the 4 hardest ones out of the way. A cycle break would be historic. If I pull a red, the 4 hardest to pull, nuts. Kyle Tucker, Lennon Sosa, Jordan Walker, Luis Gonzalez, Brian Acuna, the second Acuna etch, Colton Cowser, and Matt Frazier Chromes, Michael Hernandez, Lonnie White Jr., and Brandon Marsh. Never seen a cycle break. I like the name of that though. It's like, well, instead of a red, why don't you just pull a plate and shut up about it? All right. Nick Madrigal, Brian Baylor, Shailene Polanco, Aaron Ashby, Garrett Mitchell, image variation. I'm trying repacked wax if it happens. Fair enough. Samuel Munoz and James Wood Chrome. Sal Frelick, Nicola Dolo, Nicola Dolo's crimped, and Austin Martin. Is the second to last card or last card in 4 of the 24 packs. Weird. Speaking of crimped, I have an entire stack of Stadium Club X Factors of like pony that are crimped exactly like that. Jazz Chisholm, Wes Cat, Drew Walker, Vital Marte, Aaron Judge, image variation, William Bernabel, Warming Bernabel, and John Kenzie Noel Chrome, Tyler Soderstrom, Fernando Tatis Jr., and Yanquil Fernandez. I just want the boxes to hear that I could use a Marcelo Meyer. Do I have any handy dandy Aaron Judge trivia? Um, did pull a blaze at the end, last box. Okay. I have an Aaron Judge image variation. This is going to be a questionable um, trivia question. Questionable in that I'm pretty sure of what I'm about to say. but it's been a few years since I read it. Aaron Judge entered the majors in 2016, and it did not go well. He's card number 62. Hardy har har har. Um, came into the majors in 2016, didn't have a very good season. In 2017, he gave gave himself some motivation. I don't know how to word it, but what was the motivation Aaron Judge used in 2017? Box 8, Luis Angel Acuna, Luis Hill, Noel Marte, Vidal Brujan, and Misael Gonzalez. There's something very particular I'm looking for. You can't just say, well, like, he tried harder. He did try harder, but there's something very particular I'm looking for. Jason Churio, Simon Juan auto in pack one. May we have a two auto box with a rookie auto somewhere in here? Simon Juan auto. Kitty Martinez, Cesar Prieto, and Dario Lopez. Aaron Judge, image variation. What did Judge use as motivation in the 2017 season? Okay, I can't verify that nor deny it, but it is not the answer I'm looking for. He did not eat a Klondike bar either. Pretty sure Polar Pete eats Klondike bars. That's his motivation. Pete Crow Armstrong, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Joe Adele, Alexander Ramirez, Edgar Cuero, Hoswar Garcia, Makai Backstrom, and Brett Beatty Combs. Martin Jimenez, Eloy Jimenez, and Benjamin Bailey. That three-card run has happened at least 4 times now. It's such a weird question. It was the only thing I could think of for Judge. Shane Baz, Yorbit Vivas, Mackenzie Gore, Luis Gonzalez, and Jordani Santos, Samuel Zavala, and the Bleu, Shailene Polanco, 99 and 99. 99 out of 99. Bryson Stott, Willie Fadas, and MJ Melendez. That is correct. I know that is such a jackwagon way of looking at the question, but his batting average, he put it in his locker and on his phone screen to remind him that he was a piece of garbage. Aaron Judge posted his batting average from 2016 to remind himself to keep working hard. Uh, Agile with another giveaway win. I'll go right there with Pujols. I think I read that at like the end of the 2017 season, and I was sitting here thinking of Aaron Judge facts, and that's all I can come up with. Rain Doncon, George Springer, Joey Wiener, Willie Vasquez, Miguel Cabrera, Ricardo Cabrera, and Rubio Angeles Cromes, Christian Pache, Jordan Lawler, and William Bergola. I wasn't first. I don't see your name with an answer. All I see is Agile. So I did for my Army 2 mile run time. What is that under 20 minutes or is it faster than that? All I see on your chat is in wasn't first. Junior Perez, Luis Robert, Nick York, Edward Cabrera, and Ian Lewis image variation. Henry Davis, and there is a second autograph. How about a Jackson Trio refractor auto? 95 of 99. Someone messaged me that they were going a little hard at some spots, and how about a little Trio love? This was one of the cards. I'll take that instead. Fair enough. 95 of 99. Jackson Trio auto. That was me. Well, score. You're on the board. Malcolm Nunez, Javier Baez, and Christian Hernandez. All right. How are you feeling about this, Agile? Could we have a 3 auto box? I'm saying yes. And also, I'm taking down a Lawler base for a Trio refractor. Got it down to 1330. That's pretty strong. I don't think Ezekiel Duran. Yeah, 3 autos. I think so. I do think it's a 3 auto box. Um, don't I don't know if I've ever had a 2 mile time. I know my 1 mile time was like 6:12 or something, and then that was that was very young Jacob. Yasser Mercedes, Paul Goldschmidt, Jason Dominguez, Jake Berger, Andrew Vaughn, image variation, Lennon Sosa, Joshua Baez, Romes, Alexander Vargas, Juan Yepes, and Daniel Vasquez. Haven't hit those Those young times in quite some time. Julian Ramos, Ronnie Mauricio, Joe Ryan, Marcelo Meyer, and James Wood, Jordan Walker and Edinson Paulino Chromes, Christian Yelich, Yoel Cespedes, and Dustin Harris. Oh, you know what, Brian? That's probably exactly what happened. Um, YouTube must have muted your comment because I swear I didn't see anything. Rossman Verdugo, Joey Bott, Jeter Downs, Ezekiel Tovar, Carson Williams. Although yours is the right answer. He did have a shit average. Errol Vera and Anthony Volpe. That's the proper way to put it, too. Harry Ford, Salvador Perez, and Luis Rodriguez. The only thing running here is my nose. I will admit that in December of 2022, check that, December of 2021, I was really fit and feeling good about the winter. And that's when my dad got sick and I stopped running. I haven't really got back to that level yet. I hope to this summer, but we'll see. I got a number Cheerio 5 seconds later. We're good here. Julio Rodriguez, Simon Juan, Rodolfo Castro, Kevin Alcantara, Colson Montgomery in creation, Martin Jimenez, and Roberto Campos Gomes, Josh Donaldson, Mart's not a name, Matt McLean, and Nixon Marado. Oh, Mark McLean, Mike Shia. Mike, we'll mute you just because you're here. Wilfred Harris, Anthony Gutierrez, Albert Pujols, Jared Kelly, Gary Lorenzo, Michael Triana, and Averson Ortega, Gold Refractor, 29 of 50. Jose Altuve, Ed Howard, and Jonathan Mejia. By the way, we accidentally muted Matt Osman last night. He's the guy who puts the home runs in the chat. He was muted by Rachel, and then he immediately texted Rachel after he was muted, knowing that he couldn't put it in the chat anymore. A home run. He's like, "Well, if you're gonna mute me, you better keep putting up the home run." He's in good spirits about it. Good time. Victor Acosta, Reed Detmers, Denzer Guzman, Cal Raleigh, Taj Bradley, image variation, Tyler Soderstrom, and Mizel Gonzalez Chrome. That was tough. Ryan Ruckley, Freddie Freeman, Makai Baxter. You can't stop him. He's going to tell someone the home run feed. It doesn't matter if it's on YouTube, in text message, or in person. You're going to know. Robbie Martin Jr., Matt Chapman, Yerlin Confidant, Joshua Baez, Jonathan India, Benjamin Bailey, and Francisco Alvarez refractor. That's the second Alvarez refractor. Brian Hayes, Zach Bean, and Dick Carlson. Listen, what do you guys want to do? I got Holiday with your name on it. I got Top Stadium Club Chrome. I have Bowman, but I didn't have those on the site. Aaron Baker, Anthony Rizzo, Jay Allen, Edinson Paulino, Malcolm Nunez, and Khalil Watson Chromes. 2022. Jose Ramos, Bobby Witt Jr., Alex Jesus, and Wilson Contreras. You guys could award 2019 Bowman boxes for like $250 or whatever those are going for now. Max Muncy, Byron Buxton, Tristan Cassis, Tyler Whitaker, Marcus Simeon, Young Phil Fernandez, and Billy Vasquez Chromes. Henry Davis, Shohei Otani, and Errol Vera. Oscar Colas, Curtis Mead, Ryan Velade, Reginald Preciado, Starling Marte, Chrome Maximo Costa, and Robert Hassel. Jose Ramirez, Alexis Hernandez, and Marco Luciano. Jonathan Classe, Ryan Mountcastle, Colton Cowser, Yiddy Cappy, Matt Manning, Chrome Warming Bernadel, and Yasser Mercedes. Yasser, Yasser, yes, sir. Brandon Crawford, Michael Hernandez, and Lonnie White Jr. Samuel Zavala, Kyle Tucker, Lennon Sosa, Ian Lewis, Matt Wilson, image variation. My pick to lead baseball in home runs this year: Samuel Munoz, Royce Quintana, refractor, 27 of 199. Tyler Soderstrom, Fernando Tatis, and Yanquil Fernandez. Torque or Wander auto. I do believe a rookie auto is coming. And on top of, I think a rookie auto is coming, I think it's a rookie color auto. I think we're going to get real nasty in here. Luis Mesa, Jazz Chisholm, Wes Cat, Robert Hassel, Gavin Sheets, rookie, Christian Hernandez, Harry Ford, Sal Frelick, Nick Lodolo, and Austin Martin. It's about to get real nasty. Matt Frazier, Mike Trout, Adrian Placencia, Garrett Mitchell, and Warden Tornado image variation. Jason Dominguez, Rossman Verdugo, yellow, 6 of 75. Brandon Marsh, Randy DeJesus, and Rubio Angeles. Jordan Walker, Pete Alonso, Michael Triana, Stephen Kwan, Emmanuel Rodriguez, and Denzer Guzman Chrome. There's Wander Franco, but he didn't sign it. Samuel Munoz and Corey Seager. Drew Baker, Joey Votto, James Triantos, Nico Cadenas, Nick Gonzalez, Luis Rodriguez, Carson Williams refractor, 85 of 199. Alec Thomas, rookie, Oswaldo Cabrera, Alec Bohm here. Is that the second Williams refractor? Even? These boxes were in two different orders, shipped to the same state, but in two very different locations. Anderson Ortega, Rafael Devers, Daryl Hernandez, Cattell Marte, Roderick Arias, etch foil variation, Ryan Reckley and Felix Valerio Chromes, Jason Churia, Aaron Judge, and Ricardo Cabrera. Show me something special. Maximo Acosta, Matt Olson, Warming Bernabel, Jaron Duran, on image variation rookie. Tristan Casas, Kevin Alcantara, Jose Salas, Spencer Ferguson, and Emmanuel Rodriguez. Uh, they're very diligent about households and having two accounts, and they are on top of things lately. So, as much as I would have liked to buy more of this, I do appreciate that they're following up with the limitations. No hit. Pedro Pineda, Giancarlo Stanton, Leonardo Balzacar, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Blaze Jordan image variation, Wilfred Veras and Nico Cavadas, Crumps, Nini Machado, Roberto Campos, and Randy Arozarena. To round out box 8, we got two more to go. We're 80% of the way there, but it's an even number box, so I do need to box up. As of right now, there are no personals tonight, so when these 10 boxes finish up, I'll do a recap, and then I'm going to get to sorting. Um, I'm taking the day off Monday. I don't know how much of this I'll get done tomorrow if I go to the Guardians game, but these should be in the mail. Worst case scenario, Tuesday morning. I hope. Tuesday morning, my goal. It shouldn't. If it's not Tuesday morning, it'll be like Tuesday by 1 p.m. I won't go to sleep if it's not done. That's just how I operate. Gotta get it done. Most expensive hobby box in stock. 2019 Topps Chrome or 2019 Sapphire. Um, am I missing something? I have a 2019 Ginter X box. That's probably like $500. I have Star Wars Sapphire. Those are down now, though. I have a couple of cases, but even if I bust those open, nothing crazy coming out of those, or not a price point wise. Yeah, I think that's it right now. I do have 2022 Ginter X, and I would make you guys a deal if you wanted to do that. I would buy your base back. 2019 Topps Chrome Hobby. Yeah, that's probably the most expensive. It's either that or Sapphire. Eddie's Leonard, Chris Bryant, Jackson Job here, O'Neill Cruz, Christian Bequero, Ryan Reckley, and Roderick Arias auto. Again, pack one. So show me a two auto box minimum. Roderick Arias auto. Rubio Angeles, Mini Machado, and Roberto Campos. I have it with me, but I only have one. I don't have enough to war. It's part of my Topps home run. I don't have enough to war. I would sell you one, but I only got one. You could do a pack by pack war. The best box for you guys to war would be Stadium Club Pro, because that actually would be like there's enough hits in there that it could be very, very beneficial. George Springer, Joey Weimer, Julio Rodriguez, Willie Vasquez, Miguel Cabrera, Tristan Casas, and James Wood Chromes, Mookie Betts, Colson Montgomery, and Taj Bradley. Stadium Club Chrome Hobby. It's right there on the site. Luis Robert, Nick York, Rossman Verdugo, Josué Garcia, and Edward Cabrera. Wilfred Ferris, Henry Mendez Chromes, Austin Martin, Alec Thomas, and Oswaldo Cabrera. Breakers.com. Go get a box. I'll do it right now. Joey Bart, Jeter Downswell in a box and a half. Victor Acosta, Ezekiel Tovar, Warming Bernabel image variation. Anthony Gutierrez and John Kenzie Noel Chromes. Alec Boehm here, Jason Churio, and Aaron Judge. Churio and Judge run together for sure. Simon Juan, Rodolfo Castro, Robbie Martin Jr., Kevin Alcantara, Robert Vivas image variation. Samuel Zavala, Logan Cerne, gold refractor, 17 of 50. I think I have the yellow refractor, 17 of 75 over in the corner, unsold. Andrew Vaughn, Blaze Jordan, and Guillermo Rojas. Turn on the shopping cart volume. I can do that. I'm going to have to stop the music, but there you go. Sound is all the way up. It's right by the microphone. Let it rip. Benny Montgomery, Rowenzi Contreras, Brian Acuna, Kyle Luth, Pedro Leon, Makai Backstrom, Danny DeAndre, Randy Rosarena, Brian De La Cruz, and Eric Hernandez. Also, we're going to get an eBay sale in the meantime, too. I get an eBay sale like every 5 minutes at night. They might. They might. Reed Detmers, Denzer Guzman, Max Muncy, Carson Williams, Kyle Raleigh, Oscar Colas, and Brett Beatty, Blue Refractor. If the answer was serial number out of 99 for this, Agile would have got it right. 42. He always puts 42 when I say there's going to be a trivia. Ricardo Cabrera, Martin Jimenez, and Eloy Jimenez. Matt Chapman, Yerlin Confidant, Darren Baker, Joshua Baez, Jonathan India, Chrome, Lennon Sosa, and Dario Lorenzo. JP Martinez, Cesar Criado, and Dario Lopez. George Kirby, Roderick Arias, Ronald Acuna Jr., Khalil Watson, Josh Lowe. Very, I know 42 is the answer to everything. Or what I forget the saying, but yeah. Henry Davis, Taj Bradley, Blue Refractor, nicely numbered, 69 of 99. Cooper Kinney, Francisco Lindor, and Alan Serta. Luke Waddle, Logan Cerny, Nick Madrigal, Boba Fett, Felix Valeria, Errol Vera, and Luis Gonzalez, Dana Quiver, Trey Turner, Ade Lamador. Anthony Rizzo, Jay Allen, Luis Meza, Edinson Paulino, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Rudy of Alpha Investments. There you go. I'm going to send that to Jay back. Jordan Walker and Yidi Cappy Chromes, Christian Pache, Jordan Lawler, and William Bergola. Byron Buxton, Tristan Costas, Samuel Zavala, Kyle Tucker, Tyler Whitaker, Curtis Mead, and Christian Quincy Chromes, Benjamin Bailey, Malcolm Nunez, Javier Baez. Brian Bale, Shadian Polanco, Jordan Alvarez, Gabriel Arias, Brett Beatty, Tyler Soderstrom, and Jordani De Los Santos, Josh Lowe, Wilman Diaz, Sina Suzuki. Jazz Chisholm Jr., Wes Katmiapad, Drew Baker, Robert Hassel, Gavin Sheets, Michael Triana, Yellow Edinson Paulino, 7 of 75. Josh Donaldson, Matt McLean. There's the email. The cash register will come soon. Matt McLean and Jason Marabu. I got the cash register sound on. Maybe, maybe. Lennon Sosa, Jordan Walker, Pete Alonso, Marcus Simeon, Ian Lewis, Reginald Preciado, and Pedro Leon, Christian Hernandez, Harry Ford, and Salvador Perez. Now, I'm not going to do it. Michael Triana, Maximo Acosta, Matt Olson, Stephen Kwan, Eric Hernandez, image variation, Jonathan Clase and Colton Cowser, Luis Rodriguez, Ryan Reckley, and Freddie Freeman. We'll do it eventually. This is another reason WooCommerce isn't as cool as Shopify. Joey Votto, James Triantos, Everson Ortega, Nico Cavadas, Brian De La Cruz, image variation rookie, Maximo Acosta, and Warming Bernardo. Yeah, Brian Hayes, Zach Veen, Dylan Carlson. There it is. Yohendrick Panenga, Juan Bin Cho, Max Scherzer, Jose Miranda, Samuel Munoz, and a gold lava, Maiciel Gonzalez, 39 of 50. Jackson Trio, Hunter Green, Misael Urbina, and Royce Lewis. Adolis Garcia, 1,246 square feet. Geez, feet of home runs. So 3 home runs and 8 RBI. So he has a 2-run double and 3 2-run homers tonight. Well, that's fantastic. Good for him. How fun. Outside of Ellie base, I don't even think I've seen an image variation. No, I don't. I don't think so. I don't think any Ellie tonight. Warming Grenadle, Shane Vaz, Norbert Vivas, Danny Jaron Duran, Pedro Pineda, and Cesar Prieto Refractor, 195 of 199. Makai Backstrom, Henry Davis, and Shohei Ohtani. Hunter Renfro, homer number 5, 339. Come on. He's got the Renfro bomb queued up. He's also got Adolis Garcia, third homer of the day. Rafael Devers, Daryl Hernandez, Pete Pro Armstrong, Nick Gonzalez, Ketel Marte, Yasier Mercedes, and Garrett Mitchell Combs. Jose Ramos, Bobby Witt Jr., and Alex De Jesus. Ellie De La Cruz, another base. Luis Angel Acuna, Luis Hill, Anthony Volpe, Aaron Ashby, Yanquil Fernandez, and Emmanuel Rodriguez Combs, Trey Sweeney, Bryce Harper, George Valera. Mackenzie Gore, Yasser Mercedes, Ellie Etch. Okay, yeah, I do think there was an Ellie Etch. Paul Goldschmidt, Luis Gonzalez. Speaking of Etch, there's a James Wood Etch. Adrian Palencia, Max Muncy Crones, Errol Vera, Tyler Soderstrom, and Fernando Tatis Jr. Having the James Wood spot is actually better in a player break than a team break because these would go to 2 different spots. I will do a full recap, so we'll get reminded of the Ellie Etch here shortly. There you go. Adolis Garcia. A little 3-homer and 8 RBI night. Joe Adell, Alexander Ramirez, Junior Perez, Edgar Cuero, Mackenzie Gore image variation, Jason Dominguez Chrome, Dario Lopez Refractor, 146 of 199, Wilson Contreras, Sal Frelick, Nick. And when the Rangers cruise into the playoffs as the 1 seed in the AL West, we'll all be happy. Noelvi Marte, Beto Brujan, Rain Duncombe, Maiciel Gonzalez, Garrett Mitchell. I think that's the third Mitchell info. Denzer Guzman and Marcelo Meyer Chromes. Joey Gallo, Austin Hendrick, Raquelvin De Castro. To round out box 9, it is last box alert. Minus the Stadium Club Chrome we got going down. 2 Stadium Club Chrome boxes. That I don't remember. I do know he was in 2019 Topps Chrome, and I bought a boatload of his autos for like $1. Sold those anywhere from 30 to 70 when he was hot the first time around. His first little price spike. Good luck in box 10. Thank you for joining. Hope you guys had a great time. Like the video if you haven't already, or don't like it if you don't like me. That's okay. Subscribe to the channel if you're not. Any subs help, any views help, any likes help. We appreciate it. Joe Ryan, Wilfred Barris, Anthony Gutierrez, excuse me, Garrett Mitchell, Brandon Marsh, rookie image variation, Pete Crow Armstrong, and Rain Don Cone Refractor, 18 of 199. Brandon Marsh, Randy DeJesus, and Rubio Angeles. Jeter Downs, Victor Acosta, Rudy Detmers, Danny DeAndre, Jonathan India, image variation, Yerlin Confidant, Hendry Mendez Chromes, Wander Franco, Samuel Munoz, and Corey Seager. There's a Reds collector who bought a bunch of Reds in both breaks. Should be getting that India image variation. Shailene Polanco, Jordan Alvarez, Hendrick Fernandez, Miguel Cabrera, Kevin Alcantara, Holly Trio, and Sweeney, Jordan Lawler, Gorgola, and Josh Donaldson. Yeah, that's I don't know if you listen to Mike Birbiglia. He has a podcast, and that's how he signs off. Tell your friends, tell your enemies. Juan Bin Show, Max Scherzer, Ellie De La Cruz, Joshua Baez, Adam Paulino, image variation, George Valera, and Dustin Harris, 20 of 75 yellow reflector. Matt McLean, Jason Marable, and to Brian Hayes. Scott, I would love to pass it on, but my friend Eric Reed bought, I think, 14 spots in this break in the last. Mostly Reds, big Reds guy. So I'm going to send him to India. I'll see if I have a Votto or someone else sneaks through. Who else would have made it? I'll see if I have any other Reds hanging out for you. Albert Pujols, Oscar Colas, Curtis Mead, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Andrew Mendez, Alexander Ramirez, and Max Muncy Chromes, Manny Machado, Roberto Campos, and Randy Rosario. Denzer Guzman, Max Muncy, Byron Buxton, Jared Duran, Luis Gonzalez, Darren Baker, John Kenzie Noel Chromes, Jose Salas, Spencer Torkelson, and Emmanuel Rodriguez. I'm going to bring the music back, though. I do like that hanging out in the background. Bring the music back. You have to do the free copyright. Can't do anything that you have to pay for. YouTube will shut you down so fast. Might be a little loud. I'll figure it out. Tristan Casas, Samuel Zavala, Kyle Tucker, Jordani De Los Santos, Lonnie White Jr., image variation, Jay Allen, and Gold Lava Edgar Ferro, definitely too loud. 37 of 50. Bryson Stott, Willie Fanas, and MJ Melendez. Ryan Velati, Reginald Preciado, Jonathan Classe, Ryan Mountcastle, Jeremy Pena, Chrome Junior Fernandez, and by Fernandez I do mean Junior Perez, Matt Frazier, Brian De La Cruz, Eric Hernandez, and Cooper King. Well, now I'm going to turn it up one more. I also just continuously talk in open packs and make a lot of noise, so it makes sense you may not hear it. Luis Angel Acuna, Luis Hill. And also, did your kids play bowl drums? Noel B. Marte, Jonathan India, and Edinson Paulino. Austin Hendrick and Alexander Vargas Chromes. Zach Veen, Dylan Carlson, and Jose Ramos. Hernandez, Perez, Potato. Lemon Sosa, Jordan Walker, Pete Alonso, Jake Berger, and Marcelo Meyer. Chrome, Luis Meza, and Christian Vivero. Alexander Vargas, Juan Yepes, and Daniel Vasquez. Well, I am kind of deaf. Artillery ears. Also, I just smashed the camera. Don't mind me. Has it really been sitting that uneven this whole time? I just looked up after I put the camera and realized how awful that was. Better, but not good. Now, can you hear it? Jackson Job, O'Neill Cruz, Benny Montgomery, Brett Beatty, Randy DeJesus, image variation, I can bend the corner. Those are the gold stands of excellence. Alan Serta and Jordan Vivas, Austin Hendrick, Raquel De Castro, and Mookie. Yeah, Mookie Shoes. I don't know, no Mookie Shoes. I mean, I seen him. I don't know him. Colton Cowser, Matt Frazier, Mike Trout, John Kenty Noel, Christian Vaquero, Nick York, Blue Jackson Job, unsold spot, Jackson Job, $24.99. Francisco Lindor, Alan Serta, Dana Cueva. Mike, they've made the transition from break room 1 to break room 2 to break room 3. Now we're in the 4th different break location, and they're here. Michael Triana, Maximo Acosta, Matt Olson, James Wood, Jazz Chisholm is image variation. I feel like there's a lot of Jazz fans around. Does anyone want a Jazz image variation? Wes Kath and Drew Baker, Christian Yelich, Yoko Cespedes, and Justin Harris. Yeah, John, where is your computer playing? Is it on the computer? Or where's your music playing? Is it on the computer or do you have it on a secondary device? Early vids played through speakers. Chris Bryant, Jackson Job here, O'Neill Cruz, Jordani De Los Santos, Jake Berger, Jonathan Clase and Edinson Paulino Combs, Alexander Vargas, Juan Yepes, and Daniel Vasquez. Roenzi Contreras, Brian Acuna, George Kirby, Jose Miranda, and Anthony Volpe, Tanner Cueva, Jose Salas, Combs, Colson Montgomery, Taj Bradley, and Andrew Wong. OBS, yes. We run OBS when we're at Josh's. I don't run it myself. I actually don't love OBS. I might use StreamYard instead. Roderick Arias, Ronald Acuna Jr., Luke Waddle, Aaron Ashby, Maisel Gonzalez, Ade Lamador, and Noel V. Marte Refractor 125 of 199. Blaze Yendry Rojas and JD Martinez. And it's going to be close. Am I going to have the exact right number of sleeves again today? I think I have 4 more. Oh, no, I have way more than 4. I have 6. All right, I might have an extra one. Warming Bernabel, Shane Baz, Jordan Vivas, Jared Kelenic, Jari Lorenzo, James Triantos, and Aberson Ortega Yellow, 71 of 75. Jose Altuve, Ed Howard, and Jonathan Mejia. Oh, Jared Kelenic, he's back. He had a couple RBIs last night, too. There's Oz. Kelenic, home run, 5, 370 feet, bomb alert. Ortega. Oz just firing him off. He's so ready. Leonardo Balzacar, Royce Martin Quintana, CJ Abrams, Pedro Leon, and Khalil Watson, Jeter Downs, and Victor Acosta Chromes, Wilman Diaz, Seiya Suzuki, Jackson Chourio. All right. Get off me. Logan Sterling, Nick Madrigal, Brian Bale, Willie Vasquez, Drew Baker, Image Variation, Wilman Diaz, Willie Fanas, Cesar Prieto, Daryl Lopez, and Christian Yelich. Kelenic is now the Kraken. I do like that. Seattle Kraken. Yeah, Oz is our home run king. Just got a notification that I think my mom just bought a house. Francisco Alvarez, Juan Soto, Edward Perez, Kovacev, and Felix Valera. Eric Hernandez, Alexander Ramirez, Gold Refractor, 38 of 50. Hunter Green, rookie, Maisel Urbina, and Royce Lewis. I don't think the Alexander Ramirez spot sold, so I did zoom past that. If you bought the Ramirez spot, congratulations. I'm sorry that I just steamrolled your spot. So I played fantasy baseball with Osmond. He also has a home run league that he runs with people from work, and then also in the chat. He's just a home run feed of knowledge. I love it. Mackenzie Gold, Mercedes, Paul Goldschmidt, Starling Marte, and Yidi Happy. Everson Ortega and Pedro Leon Chrome, Jose Ramirez, Alexis Hernandez, and Marco Luciano. Yeah, we will have to take. I might have to take champagne over to her tomorrow. Be a nice celebration. Meta Bruhan, Rain Doncon, George Springer, Robert Hassel, Joey Votto. There we go, Scott. There's a Joey Votto Reds image variation for you. Raquelvin DeCastro and Daniel Vasquez, bro. Bobby Witt Jr., Alexis Jesus, and Wilson Contreras. Joey Votto. Just need to get the funds all moved around. And yeah, sounds like the house is hers. Cool. You don't want him near you. Juan Arenado, Eddie's Leonard, Chris Bryant, Gabriel Arias, Cooper Kinney, and Misael Urbina Chromes, Trey Sweeney, Bryce Harper, George Valera, and Joey Gallo. And the last pack of the break, I'm going to do not near, just chat with me. I'm going to do a recap of it, and then I will do two Stadium Club hobby boxes for a box war if you guys want to watch that. Jason Dominguez, Ilya Ramos, Ronnie Mauricio, Matt Manning, Brian Acuna, etch number 3. Beryl Hernandez Chrome and Eddie's Leonard Blue 39 of 99. Brandon Crawford, Michael Hernandez, and Lonnie White Jr. to round out 10 boxes of Bowman Heritage. We went super fractor hunting. We nailed one tonight. It happened. And I didn't have to throw away a sleeve. No, I think we went 2 boxes with no auto. I didn't have to throw away a sleeve out of that pack. So last night there were 99 hits. Today there were 99 exactly as well. I think we went 2 boxes with no auto tonight. After I said we might pull, I'm grabbing the box for that one too. After I said we might pull 15 autos, we pulled 9. Just as I thought, trade. All right, let's do this. Moving real slow here in this sort. I swear I can sort faster. I swear I can. Confirmed Ellie De La Cruz etch. Invalid code, huh? Hmm. Don't love it. Don't like that at all. Mike Trout Homer, number 4. There we go. All right, 10 boxes of 2022 Bowman Heritage. These are just a few of the notable image variations because there were a ton. Jazz Chisholm, Mike Trout, Albert Pujols, Aaron Judge, Julio Rodriguez, Jordan Walker, and Joey Votto. Etch foils, 1 per box, Brian Acuna, Ellie De La Cruz, Christian Vaquero, Bobby Witt Jr., Brian Acuna, Spencer Torkelson, Jackson Churio, Brian Acuna, Roderick Arias, and James Wood. Refractors to 199. Dario Lopez, Noel V. Marte, Rain Doncone, Cesar Prieto, Carson Williams, Luis Marquintana, Francisco Alvarez, Trey Sweeney, Ed Howard, Ryan Reckley, Luis Rodriguez, Carson Williams, Pedro Leon, Francisco Alvarez, Luis Marquintana, George Valera, Trey Sweeney, Lonnie White Jr., Roderick Arias, Brian Acuna, Randy DeJesus, Colton Cowser, Adrian Valencia, Misael Urbina, Ade Amador, Marco Luciano, and Wilman Diaz. Blue refractors, 299. Michael Triana, Juan Ben Cho, Luke Waddle, Barry Lorenzo, Noel V. Marte, Dana Cueva, Colton Cowser, Brett Beatty, Taj Bradley, Jackson Jobe, Eddie's Leonard, Jordan Walker, Chris Kath, and Shirlene Polanco. Yellow refractors, 275. Rubio Angeles, Willie Vasquez twice, Sal Frelick, Royce Rosman Verdugo, Edinson Paulino, Justin Harris, Sal Frelick, Anthony Volpe, Lennon Sosa, Alex DeJesus, and Averson Ortega. Golds, 250. Robbie Martin Jr., Tierney, Edgar Cuero, that's a gold lava. Cooper King, Eddie Leonard, Averson Ortega, and Alexander Ramirez. Speaking of gold lavas, here's the gold lava snack. Edgar Cuero, Rubio Angelos, George Valera, Robert Hassel, Drew Baker, Christian Hernandez, and Misael Gonzalez. Only one orange, kind of weird, but it was Christian Hernandez. Base autographs: Trey Sweeney, Henry Mendez, Ricardo Cabrera, Simon Wong, Jordan Lawler, and Roderick Arias. Refractor autos to 99: Juan Bin Cho and Jackson Chourio. One orange refractor auto. I've got James Wood. And we hit two one of ones tonight. O'Brien Bale, printing plate. Like I said, it does have the regular back on it, but it is a printing plate. And one Christian Hernandez super refractor. The only one that exists. It doesn't exist anymore. I can't get the swirls. There they are. Pinwheels. All right, let me clean this up and do 2 boxes of Stadium Club Chrome for a box score. Are you ready for that? All right, guys. Mine is no longer an object in reality. It has been passed on the reality, and now it's in the fourth dimension. All right, here is my question. Who's picking the boxes, and how do I determine a winner? Do you want me to pick based on the highest valued card? Are you guys going to do eBay research in the background? Try to pick the box, and then do you want me to pick the value? Because it usually use a lowest serial number. Ooh. Um, Normally, what I do is use last 3 eBay sales as the average, but I'll do whatever you want me to do. Sold listings. Jacob, you are the judge. All right. I will be the judge, but it will be based on last 3 average. That's exactly what I do. So there you go. You guys have picked. Shia, which box is yours? Who's going first? And do you want to do all 14 packs, or would you like to do that's yours on the right? Would you like to do we open until there's a hit and then switch back to another box? I'm open to whatever. This is the right box. This is open till hit and then switch. That's what I want. That's what I like to do. Yeah. That is what I like to do. All right, this is the Shia box. What we're going to do for Mike Shia is we're going to open until he has a serial numbered hit or an autograph. And then we will switch to the Matt Osman box and see what we got. Max Scherzer, Kyle Lewis, Julio Urias, Beam Team Pete Alonso, Reese Hoskins, and Sean Manaea. No reason to stop there. Give him some Austin Hedges, Buster Posey, Paul Goldschmidt, Brandon Nimmo, Team of the Future, Shohei Ohtani, Andrew Heaney, and Lamont Wade Jr. All right, we have a stopping point. Mark Calasavari, Merrill Kelly, Jose Ramirez, and it is a rookie blue refractor. That's all the information I currently have. Rookie blue refractor. Joe Gunnan. I will openly admit, Mike Shia, it's not going to be real strong to start. 64 of 199. Not going to be the strongest. Mike Schmidt and Mackenzie Gore. He hits him with a who in the chat, and that would be correct. Who? Serial number is probably deep down the fairest way to do it. The Joe. Dunning. Joe one and Dunning? Oh, man. Old Joe onesie and dunsey. All right, Oz, we're going to open until there is a hit better than Joe Dunning Blue Refractor. I will tell everyone, not going to take much. Robbie Ray, CJ Crone, Beam Team, Wander Franco, Seiya Suzuki, Ryan Pepio, and Edgar Martinez. We're moving on. Hassan King, Alfonso Rivas. That's a Royce Lewis refractor. I would actually have to check Lewis refractor versus Joe Dunning. Colton Walker and Josh Winder and Jock Peterson. Um, I'm going to have to actually check a Royce Lewis base refractor. Messed up sleeve. Usually 99 out of 100 sleeves are pretty good, but that one every time, not great. I would have stopped at the Wander Beam team. Yeah, so that both the both the Beam team and the Team of the Future Otani are probably worth more than both. Uh, yeah, neither of these are charting. We're gonna keep going. Neither of these are gonna be the winner. I'm gonna keep going with Oz's box. Lars Nootbaar, Blake Snell, Mike Clevenger, Team of the Future Tatis, Eric Hosmer, and Roy Campanella. Yeah, not worth checking. We're not charting with either. And if either one of those wins, we're going to be in bad shape, real bad shape. Alejo Lopez, Byron Buxton, Will Smith, and I believe an autograph. Ugh, that's not going to do it. Lucius Fox auto, Starling Marte, and Max Kepler. I do believe Lucius Fox auto is higher on the food chain than Joe Dunnan, but again, hoping that's not a winner. Because that ain't making anybody happy. We're back to the Shia side. Brooks Robinson, Reggie Jackson, Team of the Future, Julio, Mookie Betts, Trevor Story, and Joe Dunnan. $7 auto. That could be a winner. That could be a winner. Stephen Kwan, David Ortiz, Hoy Park Refractor, Ryan Sandberg, Jeremy Pena, and Andrew Jones. Keep them off the gold stands of excellence. As you wish. Mike Trout, Jesus Sanchez, Jazz Chisholm, Team of Destiny, CJ Abrams, Wave Refractor Beam Team. That's probably a leader. Daryl Strawberry and Jordan Alvarez. It's probably borderline. Abrams, Wave, Beam Team. Fox Auto 342. The Beam Team isn't getting here either. 324, 1999, and then a best offer. All right. Current leader. Abrams Wave. Oz, you should still have at least a numbered refractor to go. At least. I've seen boxes with 3 numbered hits or more. We're back to Oz's side. Marcelo Ozuna, Tyler Stevenson, Bobby Dalbeck. What a green refractor rookie. Matt Brash. Ugh. Ernie Clement and Cal Ripken Jr. If this was the start of the 2022 season, Matt Brash would probably be in the lead. He is now converted to a reliever. I don't think that makes the gold stand of excellence either. Matt Brash, green refractor. We're struggling here, folks. Garrett Cole, Tyler O'Neill, Vidal Brujan, Tatis, Destiny, CJ Abrams, and AJ Alexi. Dave Stewart, Walker Bueller, Randy Johnson, George Springer Trophy Hunters, Matt Chapman, and Clayton Kershaw. Zach Short, put the rapper on the stand. Ryan Howard, Juan Yepes, Trophy Hunters, Otani, George Springer, and Manny Machado. Brash Green, $5. I think the theme team Abrams is around 7. Abrams currently holding the spot. Ryan Velade, Willie Mays here, but a blue refractor. No, no, that's not moving the needle. Chris Taylor, Jeff Bagwell, Roenzi Contreras, Austin Hayes, blue refractor. Hayes having a good start to the season, not a rookie, and the lowest numbered refractor. Again, nope. You're gonna need something here, Oz. You're gonna need to pull one out of a hat. Bryce Harper, Lucius Fox, Trophy Hunters, Mookie Betts, Richie Palacios, Acuna Base, and Enrique Hernandez. Pretty sure right now, if we pulled a Julio Rodriguez base card, it would be the most expensive card pulled. Steve Carlton, Tommy Edman, Beam Team Mookie, Freddie Peralta, Jose Abreu, and Brian De La Cruz. Ooh, there you go. That's a low one. 6 of 199. It would focus. 6 of 199 on the Hayes. In the serial number world, I agree. But they agreed on value. With me as the determining factor. Mike Mussina, JD Martinez, Ketel Marte, Tom Glavine. Yeah, it's tough to see because it's all black background. Luis Castillo and Cecil Fielder. Juan Soto, Spencer Strider, Albert Pujols, Team of the Future, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. No, Hayes is not winning by value. Tyler McGill and Drew Ellis. He's saying Hayes would be winning in the serial number, lowest serial number version. But that is not what we're doing. Oz, we need some help right here. This is the last hurrah. Nick Fortes, Jose Siri, Beam Team Witt, Lou Gehrig, Jared Walsh, and John Kruk. Do or die. Unfortunately, I don't think he did it. This might be the most valuable card from his stack. Franco Beam Team. Someone want to run me averages on a Franco Beam Team? Because this is. Hey, yeah, that's not great. I think Shia is the de facto winner. 30 cents. Oh, I think Shia is our de facto winner with 8 packs to go. Andre Jackson, Spencer Torkelson, who's a Joe Morgan refractor, Hans Kraus, Jim Palmer, and Justin Turner. Wonder Beam, $4. Abrams, Ahmed Rosario, Sean Murphy, Dave Winfield, Vidal Brujan, rookie refractor, Andrew Benintendi, and Jose Canseco. I'd really like a shy out this beat down here. Pull something that removes all doubts. We're not comparing 4, 5, 3, and $7 cards. Cal Raleigh, Rafael Devers, Trophy Hunters Posey, Carl Yastrzemski, Anthony Rizzo, and Jared Kelenic. All right. The last card of this should win anyway. Somebody Witt Jr., Alec Manoa, George Kirby, Jonathan India, Yu Darvish, and I think a Julio base, honestly, is the best card so far. Julio Rodriguez base card. Austin Hayes, Nick Castellanos, in the move to remove all doubt. Gold refractor, Joe Ryan. It's over because I will pay whatever going rate is on this plus whatever number you want to attach to it because I'm a Joe Ryan fan. Joe Ryan, gold refractor, rookie. Game over. Diego Castillo, Pete Alonso, and Alex Faedo. Bull game. In the words of Tom Hamilton. There you go. Julio Base was the winner up to this point. I'm bringing out the gold stand of excellence for that right there. Mike Shia, winner. I'm just going to start putting all the cards together because that's a dub. Pay up, Maddie. Pay that man his money. Andre Palante, Freddie Freeman, Adrian Martinez, Beam Team Julio, Joe Ryan, and Gabriel Arias. And there should still be an autograph. Carlos Santana, Brandon Woodruff. He threatened me. He checked. He checked. He checked. Oh, Miles Straw, orange refractor. Miles Straw Patrol, 10 of 25, orange refractor. Brandon Lau, Hank Aaron, and George Brett. Ryan Mountcastle, Luis Chipper Jones, and an auto for the road, Ryan Pepio. Chad picked the right box. Pepio refractor auto. Ty Cobb, Charlie Blackman. And just like that, that's how the West was won. I think Oz signed off. He's done. He quit. He's like, there's no home runs have been hit. You're all dead to me. 2-box recap. Joe Ryan Gold Refractor, Beam Team Wings of CJ Abrams, Ryan Pepio Auto, Miles Straw Orange Refractor, Joe Dunnan Blue Refractor, Wander Franco Beam Team, Austin Hayes Blue Refractor, Matt Brash Green, Matt Brash Green, Lucius Fox, and Ruth Lewis Refractor. As that's all she wrote. It's a Stadium Club Chrome box war with a very clear-cut winner, Joe Ryan, Gold Refractor rookie. Guys, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you hanging out with me, chatting all night. Chatting 2 nights in a row for some of you. That's a whole lot of baseball cards, but it's what I love to do. I got a pile of trash to clean up and about 2,600 cards to sort. Royce Lewis. He did, but don't worry, they know each other. Give the cards. Oh, good game. There he is. GG. I will give the cards to Rachel, but also if you are interested in selling this card, even though I'm on a buying hiatus because I'm trying to buy something else, I really do want that card. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you. We will talk so soon. Later, guys.